handoff. Montgomery, no. Trubisky will keep it. Trubisky up the middle, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! What a fake! Mitch Trubisky on the quarterback keeper for 23 yards and the score.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Dallas Cowboys. We said, what a fake! That's what I thought. That's Kevin Harlan, courtesy of Westwood 1. No? What a fake! Oh. They're really good! What a fake! We all bought it! Oh, shut up, Jeff. They're going to win the division. Maybe! Maybe! Well, the game didn't count. You said it yourself yesterday. You're right! All that matters is beating the Eagles. But unless they get too far ahead of you, because you got the Rams next week and they got division games, so, I mean, not that they can beat anybody. They lost to the Dolphins. But if they win this week and win next week, I mean, I'm just saying. How many Cowboys? What the hell was that? And happy Friday to you. Who's the fake? The fake was Trubisky, the handoff. Oh, it keeps it. A Wolf. What about that first drive? Well, we'll talk about it. It's the opening drive. Happy Friday, Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Josue, Josh producing for you on the ProView Networks. How you living?
I'm living good. They are who we thought they were. Is
that right?
Yes. After you can be hyped early in the season, but how many more games do we have to watch to believe this team's not as talented as we thought they were?
Okay, so thought they were yesterday. Yes, you and I. I was starting to buy
yesterday was Thanksgiving all over again.
Yes,
you have one good drive, and then you realize that's an average football team. If I like Dak Prescott, but if he had any other logo on his helmet, he'd be treated like Jameis Winston.
Well, the Dak Prescott conversation is one we've got to have. And that's a couple of branches on my topic tree. It's deep, but
because right now that's a team that, where's all this defensive talent? Offensively, all right, you're putting up passing yards, you're not scoring.
Catch them.
You're falling behind, 24-7. It can't always be everyone else's fault.
No, I got it.
And it's gonna be Jason Garrett taking the fall. Who knows how much you're gonna end up paying Dak Prescott? But it's a team that, the more you watch him, the more you have to believe that they're overhyped. And Jerry Jones doing his job as an owner, he gets everyone excited. He's got the star. He's got them rolling. They're just not that good.
They're just not that good. They are who they have been for the last 2 decades. They are an average, right at 500, a game above or below 500 football team. And we all got excited because they started 3-0. And I'm not going to lie, I bought in too. But I also had the same trepidation with them I had with the Patriots. Who'd they beat? They beat the Giants and Eli. They beat the Redskins, and I think it was Case Keenum. And they beat the Dolphins, who were horrible. And then they started playing teams. Oh, wait, they lost to the Jets. They are who, to your point, they are who we thought they were yesterday after Thanksgiving. But earlier in the year, didn't you think they were better? When they beat the Eagles in that game at home, before we realized the Eagles were no good. Right after the week after they lost to the Jets. Well, all right, they're decent. They're not. They don't tackle. They don't catch the football. They don't know where they are on the field. You're throwing at guys who aren't even looking for the football. And to your point, because it's about, like I said, 2 or 3 topics down on my topic tree. We got to start evaluating the Dak situation because it was not 2 weeks ago. Well, he bet on himself, and he made himself a lot of extra millions. Really? I mean, how much differently now do you look at Dak than you did at the beginning of the year? Are you absolutely convinced that Dak's the guy? What's he doing now? There's a lot of drop passes, and they're not using Zeke enough, but when you're playing from down 34-7, how much are you running the football? But you guys need a reality check. And I know that there's a big push that it's got to be Jason Garrett's head, and he's got to go, and he's going to. He's out. But I'm dying to hear the benefits of firing him today as opposed to the end of the season. Is that going to turn this around?
Jason Garrett's not getting fired before the end of the season.
No, because what's the answer?
Yesterday, I'll say it again even after the performance that they had against the Chicago Bears. Yes. This is who they are the rest of the year.
That's right. And, if you can hold on and find a way to win a game and then beat the Eagles. You get the Rams next week. I don't know what the Rams are. You get them at home. I don't know. Are the Rams that much worse than the Buffalo Bills who came in and undressed you on Thanksgiving?
Right now, in everyone's mind, outside of Dallas Cowboys fans, the Rams are the favorites in that game.
Shouldn't they be?
Yes.
Let's see what the Rams look like this week. But, and we'll hear from Cowboy fan today. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. For those of you who are screaming, fire Jason Garrett today, the answer is what? Vince Lombardi's not coming in. Bill Belichick's not coming in today. Who on that staff is taking over? And is it Jason Garrett's fault that they're dropping passes, missing tackles, not knowing where on, well, you argue they ought not know where on the field. You're not looking for the football, not making plays. Do players make plays, and are they going to start
Players have to make plays.
Are they going to make plays if he's gone?
It was, listening to Rome Show yesterday, and he's talking about his recent podcast. He's Michael Lombardi on.
Yeah.
And a former NFL executive. And Michael pointed out, what does Garrett bring to the table? Like, when we think Jason Garrett, outside of really clapping,
well,
like he's not an offensive guy. He's not a defensive guy. Their special teams is bad. That's coaching.
So I think what he brings to the table, I think he is an offensive guy. I think. But he's given that over to Kellen Moore.
It sure hasn't been the last few years.
I don't know what he does in the locker room. Like I've not been to a practice, and so it's hard for me. And I know the easy narrative is, he's really good at clapping because that's what we see on TV. I'm not in the rooms. I'm not at the. I don't know. Obviously, there's something that's kept him around for a decade. I mean, and he's not been great. He's not been horrible. He's been 500 coach guy. He's got to bring something to the room to rise to that. He's obviously a smart guy, not just because he's an Ivy League guy, but if he's obviously got something. I can't pinpoint what his expertise is. He's got a great connection
with Jerry Jones.
Well, all right. And
that matters to Jerry. That's why he's been around. But in terms of football, what is it?
It's got to be something. Yeah, and I'm not in that room to answer those questions. Like, I couldn't tell you what Norv Turner does in the room that makes him so good, but obviously there's something, right? As an offensive coordinator.
He's a good offensive coordinator, which is why he's a coordinator and hasn't done well when he's a head coach.
Yeah, I think it's a fair question. But to answer it is, there's got to be something. I don't know what it is, but there's got to be something. Hey, Tommy, good morning. Get us started. Did I do that not right? Hello, Tommy. The hell? Is this thing up?
Oh, my goodness.
What do we know?
When you've lost your team,
yeah,
and I think he lost the team in the Jets game, when players are coming off the field, they're not high-fiving him. They're ignoring him completely. And I saw the players last night on the bench just to look. There's no turning back when you lost your team. I wouldn't blame it if they fired him right now. They fired Wade Phillips years ago during the season, and that's when Garrett came in. If you're trying to salvage the division, salvage something, get a spark back in that team, get some fire back in that team. They don't believe in Jason Garrett anymore. They don't. They don't want to play for him. And what he brings to the table, he's an average offensive coordinator. I don't ever thought he was good or great. I don't. And he was that great, they would have kept him calling the shots this year, calling the offense this year. There's a reason that other kid came in. I was watching games the last 2 years. I could call the plays, what they were going to do, because Jason Garrett was so predictable, and the offensive coordinator was when he was there before they fired him after this year. So, at this point, you got 3 games left. The Rams, can they beat the Rams? I don't know. I don't even know if we can beat Philly. The way the team just looks, the looks on their faces on the sidelines last night, I didn't like the body language or the looks. And Garrett, he looked like a deer in headlights last night. He just looked like he was lost, like, I don't know what to do anymore. And it's time to let somebody like that go. I would let him go right now. And you got to...
Who would you have run the show, Tommy?
10 days? Let him go.
Who would run the show now? Who would be your head coach going the rest of the season?
I don't know. One of the offensive coordinators, maybe Chris Richards, the defensive coordinator, bring him up. I mean, he's been on a Super Bowl caliber team when he coached at Seattle, helped creating the Legion of Boom.
So
that's what I'd bring up. Do something, because this is not working. He's lost the team, and once you've lost the team, there is no turning back. They don't want to win for Jason Garrett. They don't care about Jason Garrett. Yeah, but that's the truth.
But as professionals, you got to want to win for yourself. Like, what are we doing out here? It's the coach, and I hear you, because I don't think they're listening to him either.
I think the team has, honestly, all the talent they have, they're not reacting to the head coach for some reason. They just don't want to play for him. I think they got 11-5 talent, but they got a 5-11 coach.
Fair enough.
Head coach.
And that's why they're 6-7 or whatever they are. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, man.
See you, Tommy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes you fire a coach and you see a big bounce back, and sometimes they're just not good. So, do they really have 11-5 talent? Do they?
I mean, they have some talent. I mean, for
everybody's
sure,
got some talent.
Looking on but I mean, you got Cooper, you got you got Dak, you got Ezekiel. I mean, that's you got a great offensive line. The defense is definitely hasn't been what it's been in the past. A lot of missed tackling.
So that's not a lot of talent. They don't. They have good offensive players. They don't have a lot of talent. We are blinded by the star again.
See, I'm leaning his way. And I lean that way because it's basically a decade worth of listening to how good they are and how much talent they've got, and they don't get it done, and just because they're the star. And I've asked this question probably every year for the last, 12, 15. Are they that good, or do we just say they're that good? Is Dak Prescott that good? He's shown flashes.
Yeah, he's been good at times.
Ryan
for sure.
Fitzpatrick shows flashes.
I mean, even last night he was being pulled down and he throws a pass and converts the first down.
He can do some terrific things. I think he's a good NFL quarterback. I don't know that he's elite. I don't know that he's even a top shelf, upper echelon. I think he's a good NFL quarterback. I think Jerry's in a tough spot. How much do you pay that guy? You've invested a lot into this franchise quarterback. He's shown you that he's got good games and bad games, like many of them.
I think he's more consistent. I think he's a top 15 quarterback in this league.
Okay.
Because
30 of them.
Yeah, but still, 12 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So top 12 quarterback can get you into the postseason, which he's staring at right now. But when we look at Dak Prescott, I think he's been more consistent than Mitch Trubisky. But Mitch Trubisky,
that's right. Last night,
blew the
Mitch
doors
Trubisky
off
won.
last night.
Yeah, and that could have been either way, right? Dak's come out of nationally televised games looking like Mitch Trubisky, and Mitch Trubisky's come out feeling the other way, and they were deciding, is he the guy? I mean, you don't make a decision based on a sample size of one. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you, the same guy who looks that good, then why are you losing to the Jets? Why are you getting blued out at home by the Bills? Why are you getting – and I don't care what the score was last night. You got blown out last night.
That definitely points back to the coaching staff, not having them prepared or not, whatever it might be, whatever, maybe getting out at those. But, yeah, those are head scratchers when you lose to the Jets and, not able to beat good teams.
All right, 2460610. I want to hear from you today. I know, Cowboy fan, you are choked today. So come on in, 505-246-0610. Your emails will come in, Jeff at 610knml.com, JJ at 610knml.com.
And just when you watch Mitch Trubisky last night, it was a little bit of everything that he did last year. It made him so good. 10 carries, 63 yards. You look at Dak Prescott, he needs to be that same guy. He has to use his athleticism. But you saw the Bears, when they started to get confidence, they were getting pressure with the 4. Dak didn't look comfortable in the pocket. He wasn't using his athleticism to make plays. He was just trying to run around and throw the football away and caught up to him. And that great offensive line didn't look so great in pass protection last night.
Mitch Trubisky, 10 for 63. Ezekiel Elliott, 19 carries for 81 yards. One guy should be out rushing the other guy by a whole lot more. We're going to get into the football that's coming up. It starts tonight, the conference championship games, Louisville basketball tomorrow at Wyoming. There's it sounds like there's another coaching change in the Mountain West Conference. This one may surprise you. It certainly surprised both of us. Let you know about that as well. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swords Team Sales.
Basketball tomorrow over on News Radio KKOB. The men go at 2 o'clock, right?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in Wyoming. Ladies go here on the Sports Animal 2 o'clock. 1:30 is the pregame show against Wyoming. It's Pack the Pit Day out at Dreamstyle Arena.
Pause.
The Pit. And you can go out and watch some hoops tomorrow. And let's do it here on the radio. Sunday, we got good football for you. Broncos and Texans are here for you. How about them Broncos? Oh, wait, yeah! Sound the same way. 10:30, Broncos and Texans. We'll have the Chargers and the Jaguars at 2 o'clock. Josh Brown's all fired up about that. And then the Seahawks and the Ramets at 5:30. Rams are in trouble with this one. That's a total must-win for the Rams. I just don't know how they're going to shut that down. But that's what we got for you. And then Giants and Eagles on Monday night. But if you want to get on the Cowboys game yesterday, I encourage you to do so because I'm really, really curious. I thought Tommy's call was good. Well, I'm not. I don't think they fire the coach, Jason Garrett.
Yeah, you're right. Because they don't have nobody lined up. Back with Wade Phillips,
to his
all
point,
the talk was Jason Garrett. Yeah. So everybody was like, "Yeah, let's give him the shot." So,
but to his point, he feels anything's going to be better. They're not listening to Jason Garrett. My thought is probably the whole staff's gone, right? Are they going to listen to anybody? Eesh. Aren't they all kind of dead man walking right now?
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling going on in the sidelines. I'm like, man, I wish they'd pan out to see who's yelling at who.
Well, just trying to limp to the finish line. And here's the deal. As I sat here and told you, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Beat the Eagles, and a pretty good chance you're going to win the division.
Now, in all fairness, shouldn't the players just take it within themselves? Like, let's perform better. Let's get out there and, have some pride and execute some of these plays. Because
you know where I feel on that. Where I
players make plays, but you also have what are you doing for the whole week then? If you're not listening to a coach, you don't have belief, you don't have confidence, and you can't just sit there and be like,
flip the switch.
Got to make plays, because the players aren't the ones calling the plays. Players aren't the ones putting the game plan together.
Yeah, but they sure are the ones who are missing tackles and dropping balls, missing field goals.
They are.
So it's everywhere. I'm not exonerating the coach.
It's not one where you look at and go, oh, the clapper is just going to keep these guys motivated. Yay, team. Like, what happens is that's a shock to the system. When someone gets fired, it wakes everyone up. They know it's a business. They know it can happen. But you say, oh, who's going to step up? Someone does. If you're saying, hey, the players need to step up, guess what? The coaches do as well.
Yeah, no doubt. And it can be a shock to the system, and it can fire you up, and it can go the other way. I mean, there's no guarantee, and we've watched it go both ways. And to your point, is it worth making a move and trying? Because
Jerry's been consistent enough where it's not going to happen, and I think there's enough confidence, at least in the coaches. They know, hey, this is our job. This is who's going to be here. Let's go try to get this done. All the noises as fans, the talking heads that are throwing it out there.
Yeah, I look. This is a franchise where I don't know what the hell the coach said after the game, but I know what the owner said, and the owner said this. The owner said this.
I don't care what kind of contention we're in. We've got to start playing and winning a football game so that we can be able to play better than we play tonight. We thought we would be able to basically play better defense against what they were doing. To their credit, they really were very effective against our defense offense. So that's the way we look at it. We'll line them up here next week. We're going to go practice, and we're going to try to win a football game. And everybody that's in here that's healthy,
coach talk.
Everybody that's healthy that's coaching will be coaching. Everybody that's in here that will be playing, and we just got to play better.
That's where it was right there. And the end was, whoever healthy is going to be coaching and playing. And I believe this for a while, and I believe it more so in times that are tough. Going straight to Jerry, and Jerry jumping in front of the microphones does no good to his football franchise. And I believe it's more of a detriment than it is helping. Do you disagree with that?
I disagree, because I think it is now when you're not playing well, and then you're answering the question about your coach every single week, because you wouldn't be saying that if this team was winning.
Well, look, you got a coach. And the coach's boss is dissecting. Well, we got to play better, and we're going to get out. We thought we were going to do this, and we should.
I think it's fine to have some. Now it's different. He's an owner, but he's also general manager. He puts himself in that seat a little bit. And I think it's fine to have some accountability too for management, because as much as we put on players and coaches, hear from decision makers, guys that are also having the final say in who the talent is on a roster.
I disagree, because I just think going to I don't know, if it was the general manager after every game for post game comments and knowing you're going to get them, and it's basically, and then you're playing your head coach's comments against what this guy said, and if they don't match up and there's a discrepancy,
Jason Garrett doesn't say anything.
Well, but he says the same thing we got to go out and play better, and we got to go out. I mean, it's the same crap. Right, but to be able to find a discrepancy, well, his boss said this, and I don't know what good it does, and to your point, when it's not going well, I think it further enhances the shoveling, and digging deeper. I know he thinks he's doing the right thing. Bottom line is, he doesn't know football like even Jason Garrett does. As much as people want to sit there and tell you, well, Jason Garrett doesn't know what he's doing and what does he bring to the table, Jason Garrett knows football a hell of a lot better than Jerry Jones does. Jerry Jones is a great businessman, and I'm not telling you he doesn't know football, but that's why he's hired, or he should.
Well, it becomes time.
Yeah.
Who knows football? Bob Davie.
Like but Eddie Junior wasn't out there every day.
No, but I mean, there's a time for everything, and for Cowboy fans, they know Jason Garrett's not the head coach of that football team next year. It's just going to happen after this season.
But that'd be like going and having Eddie holding one of these press conferences after every loss, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's also what he has done.
I was on the
plane,
plane,
it's nothing new. Like, it's consistent.
No, I
there
understand.
after every game, every season.
And I've been consistent with the way I feel. I just don't know what it adds, how that helps the situation. And look, I get it.
It probably doesn't, but you know what? It's good for us.
No, that's right. I'm not arguing that.
Content, people's opinions, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I am not arguing that. I've never understood what good it does. It'd be like, our boss coming on afterwards and saying, well, I don't. They need to have a better take on it.
And also in a billion-dollar industry,
yep, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
I'm not too worried about the comments because he's invested a ton in Jason Garrett.
He has.
How long has Jason Garrett been the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
And actions, he's shown he backs him up. And the majority, he says he backs him up. Like, he hasn't gone out and buried him. I understand it. But, when you're talking about tactical things and schematics and that sort of stuff, the guy sitting up there, I'm not sure what he knows about the schematics. Why did you blitz here? Why did you not run the ball with Zeke here? And I just, like I said, I don't know what good it does except for, it's really good for us. And as fans, you can play coach against owner, and the owner said this, and so, but I just don't know what it does internally, how that helps. I would know that if I was doing that, and my boss was doing that all the time, it would. I don't know how I would react to that. I don't know how most people would.
It's also,
you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, it's not the ideal owner.
No,
but it's what he's done.
Yeah,
it's what Jason Garrett has dealt with. It's what he's rolled with
for 10 years.
And I actually think it's everything that Jerry does talk about. It's a distraction from what actually is going on.
I think it helps. It takes the pressure off.
Because he's sitting there talking about Jerry Jones. Where was
the coach again?
Where was the talented defense? Where was that great offensive line last night?
We've gone out and got players that we feel should be playing better and contending and winning the Super Bowl. Yeah,
make no mistake about it.
We paid a lot of money. All right, that's great. All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. What thinks you? Jerry, having press conference, good for the situation? Not good for the situation? Maybe good for you, but does it help the situation? I wonder how the players respond to that. You're a player sitting in the locker room. Your coach says one thing, the owner says another. Maybe that's why I'm not listening to the coach, because the owner says something else, and I heard, he's probably not going to be around. Right? If you're a player and you hear one thing from the coach, and then the owner says something a little bit different, or you interpret it differently, well, why am I listening to the coach? Because I know it's going to be different anyway, because the boss is saying something different. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time, 7:27 now. Let's take another look at this morning's commute. Right now we had earlier accident southbound Juan Tabo at I-40. That was blocking the right turn lane onto the ramp. Has been clear, so no new accidents to worry about right now. You still got that construction going on at 550. If you happen to go through there, make sure you leave early and give yourself plenty of time to get through that. They are experiencing major slowdowns going through that area. If you see an accident, call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with your Sports Animal Traffic.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
My favorite part of the Sports Bar would probably be Lobos, Aggies, and Dallas Cowboys.
I just like all the Lobo coverage that you guys have and the in-depth parts that you give to the program.
I just love listening to you guys.
Sports Bar at 3 p.m.
You never know what's going to happen next, and it's hilarious. I love the chemistry. I appreciate you guys. You do a great job.
Weekdays at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We're a city on the move. Art is open on Central Avenue with free rides through the end of the year. Skip traffic. Take art to the River of Lights. Central's open for business. Come on board. For more information, visit abqride.com.
It's our first ever. It's our Black Saturday sale at Rich Ford. This is a doorbuster sale. We brought in some fantastic trades during our Black Friday sale. They've all been safety certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians. They all come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. And we've got the selection you're looking for. Dennis, tell us about them.
A 2012 Taurus for only $39.95. A 14 Dodge Grand Caravan for $49.95. A 16 Hyundai Sonata for $79.95. A 2012 Mustang, only $84.95. All of these are on the west end of the dealership in that fenced-in area that was there on Black Friday for Black Saturday. Now, a 2009 Chevy Colorado is only $59.95. That's a 2007 Nissan Frontier, $69.95.
Now you're going to find a fenced-in area at the west end of Rich Ford. All of these vehicles are inside of that area, and they're priced to roll. At 8 a.m. on Saturday, we'll open the gate, and the best will go first. Come see us at Rich Ford at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we're open Sunday.
Looking for the perfect gift?
Then look no further than your local Ace for lots of perfect gift ideas. Whether it's Stihl, Milwaukee, Traeger, Weber, or Yeti, you'll find all these great brands and more in one great place, your neighborhood Ace. And to help make sure your gifts are under your tree on time, you can buy online and pick up in store or get it delivered from your local Ace. This Saturday, don't miss a chance to meet Santa at our neighborhood Christmas party from 11 to 2. Get great deals and more when you wrap it in red at Ace at participating stores.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What?
What are you still doing in the fridge?
Look, bro, I'm your leftover turkey. Finish me, I'll be gone.
Still staring at those Thanksgiving leftovers? Shut the door, you need something fresh. How about fresh kebabs grilled over an open flame when you order? Take the chill off these cold fall days with a bowl of authentic Persian stew, or enjoy a shaken iced tea from the tea bar. Don't forget to top it all off with a slice of baklava cheesecake. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free? Cello Grill has something for you too. If you're not sure what to order, you can sample a few items and choose your favorite. And every holiday party needs a hummus platter and dessert tray from Cello Grill. Cello Grill's heart healthy and located at San Mateo and Cutler, just north of I-40. CelloGrill.com. And this Friday, Cello Grill is our sweet deal. You get $50 in gift certificates to Cello for just $25. Hit up our station website Friday at 9 a.m. and get your sweet deal from Cello Grill. Say hello to Cello.
Go to sportsanimалabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet.
New Mexico. Professional arena soccer is back in action at the Santa Ana Star Center. Your New Mexico Runners are taking the field once again with high-flying, high-scoring, adrenaline-pumping arena soccer action. Bring your friends, bring your family. Tickets start at only $13. Season 2 kicks off on Saturday, December 7th at 5 p.m. Doors open at 4. What are you waiting for? Call for tickets now, 505-873-7319, and cheer on New Mexico's arena soccer team. It's New Mexico Runners Professional Arena Soccer at the Santa Ana Star Center.
Puts it away!
Technology Truths, brought to you by Geico.
Technology Truths.
Truth, you will certainly send any text about your supervisor to your supervisor.
What's with Janet's bangs? Did she lose a bet with a weed whacker? LOL. And send. Wait, no.
Truth, it's so easy to switch and save on car insurance at geico.com.
Janet, I think my phone was hacked or something.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The Dan Patrick Show, today at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
34-21 was the number last night. Cowboys lose to the Bears. You're reacting to that. Love to hear from you at 246-0610. Jeff, JJ, Josue, and Josh.
31-24.
What did I say?
34.
All right, 31-24. All right, I transposed the numbers. My apologies. I didn't want to make it worse than it was. It was really, really tight. It was really, really close. Is that what you feel? You feel better with the score?
No. It was still bad.
When you look at the scores, does it make you feel better than when it was like 34-7 or whatever it was?
Well, if I didn't see the game, maybe. But yeah. No, I saw the game.
You know how it went.
Yeah, 10 points in the final 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, and if you had Michael Gallup or Amari Cooper on your fantasy team, you felt better. Good for you. You
needed those garbage time points.
That's right.
Fantasy football playoff, baby.
Zach helped you out with some late touchdown. All right, there you go. All right, there's gonna be, it sounds like by multiple reports, a fourth job opened, football coaching job in the Mountain West Conference. You know that New Mexico is open, as is UNLV and Colorado State. Reports out this morning from Fresno that Jeff Tedford is going to step down because of a health concern. Now, Tedford is a Fresno State alum, was a player there, successful coach at Cal, came back. It was the only coach in program history to turn around in one season a program from double-digit losses to double-digit victories. They're talking about a press conference this morning where he is going to step down because of health concerns. Now, he had a heart procedure back in 2014. It was a coronary angioplasty, which is, I hate to say routine when it comes to the heart, but certainly a fairly common procedure. That's when he was the offensive coordinator in the NFL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he took a leave from them and took an indefinite leave towards the end of September and was released from his contract in December, and then went up to the CFL. Anyway, it looks like that's going down in Fresno. He won the league championship a year ago, won the Las Vegas Bowl, and everybody was happy. And then they went 4-8 this season, which I thought was one of the biggest surprises we haven't really got into Mountain West football as far as like your biggest surprise of the season and
the opposite way. They didn't have a quarterback.
Which and when they had Marion, and
Marcus McMarion, they're really good. Same thing happened, after Derek Carr left. Tim Druder could not figure out a way to get them back on track. Jeff Tefford came in and brought some life back to the program. He reminded people, oh yeah, you can be successful at Fresno State. Took a little bit of step back this season, but it's another job you look at and go, all right, there's been success. How do you sustain it? That's a question with every school in the Mountain West Conference.
I'm going to tell you, as good as every fan base thinks their program should be every year, that's one that really believes. And show me one that doesn't, I guess. I mean, New Mexico does. Nevada does. Colorado State sure as hell does. Fresno State believes that they should be at the top of this league every year. And they were a year ago and drop it to 4-8. Your point on the quarterback is so dead on. And in college football, what it means to have a couple. Because usually you're going through, look what Boise State's doing. Right? You need one, but to have a few. Look the difference that a quarterback made at San Jose State this year. I know they were 4-8, or 5. Who won the Fresno State San Jose State game?
San Jose State won that game.
So they were 5-7. Mm-hmm. Boy, that Nevada game killed them. Huh? They'd be bowl eligible. As close as that, or as big as you all think you are, that fan base in Fresno really believes that. So they're talking about an assistant coach maybe taking over. There's a guy there who's been on the staff for a while, but you'll hear something coming out of Fresno today. And I think that one really surprised both you and me.
Yeah, it's because anytime it's health reasons, you're not expecting it. So it catches you off guard. But so you're looking at UNLV, Colorado State, Fresno State, New Mexico.
Yeah.
New coaches going in the next year.
Yep. As we know now, and then who knows? I don't know. Brian Harson's name is up for some jobs. The Boise State coach. I don't know that.
I don't think he's as attractive as previous Boise State coaches.
I believe that also.
In terms of the buzz and a fan base, we got the Boise State head coach. I just don't know if he has that kind of pop.
Yeah, when Dirk Cutter came out of there, he was really, really big. Chris Peterson's name was up for every job, right? And then
it hasn't been the case with Harsin.
No, his name's up there because he's the Boise State coach. Remember when Arkansas State was kind of like the hotbed? They would lose a coach every year. About 5-6 years ago, they were just going through one every year. I'm trying to think of if I expect any other movement. I guess I don't, right? You figure everybody else is going to stay the same. I think Brett Brennan's safe in San Jose. Jay Norvell's safe going to a bowl game at Nevada. Rocky will call his shot at San Diego State.
Yeah, in terms of the rest of the league, I think the last movement we saw in terms of a decision was Bobo.
Yeah. So 4 out of 12. I mean, that's a third of the coaches that are going to turn over in this league. That's a pretty significant number.
What's actually surprised me is reading a Football Scoop story earlier this week, and Troy Calhoun was a name that was floated from Missouri.
His name's up for a lot of jobs the last bunch of years, and they went 10-2 this year. And you associate Troy. What's he been there? 14 years?
Yeah.
After Fisher DeBerry, like if you look at the consistency that they've had at the head coaching, Fisher DeBerry for all those years, and then what Troy Calhoun's done, and that job, as you know, is really not easy. Really not easy. The consistency that he's had, and to take him to 10-2 this year, he's done. Yeah, his name's up for a number of jobs. What's that?
Just as we were talking about it, I used to go to Football Scoop. All right, what's up this morning? What's the buzz? And they have a featured story on the curious case of Brian Harsin.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And why he's still there, or what? Because they're not happy, by the way, up there. It's funny. They're 11-1 playing for a championship. They're pissed off that they lost that BYU game. And they look at the teams who beat BYU. Well, San Diego State beat them. And they would be in the catbird seat right now for the Cotton Bowl. And they're not. And they, again, fans' expectations. 11-1's not. We're not okay. So, yeah. I'm interested to hear the point of that, and we'll hear that when we come back. 505-246-0610 is The number to get in, 888-922-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff at 610knml.com or JJ at 610knml.com. Hey, mortgages and home loans, it can be complicated, but you can take the mystery out of home buying with Kirtland Federal Credit Union. Go over to Kirtland Federal Credit Union's website. There's blog articles about how to get mortgage ready. You'll learn about the available mortgage programs. Kirtland Federal Credit Union also offers you seminars so you can gain firsthand knowledge of the process, and you'll meet the Kirtland Federal Credit Union Home Loan team. And be sure to check out their next Home and Brew event. Hosted at local breweries, Home and Brew events invite you to drop by after work, have a beer, and get a fun look at the mortgage process. Ask your questions, meet the Kirtland Federal Credit Union Home Loan team, and you'll take home some fun goodies as well. To find the next Home and Brew event, head to their website at kirtlandfcu.org/events. That's kirtlandfcu.org/events. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher...
few days, don't be surprised, even though, if it starts this weekend, you're going to start hearing some of these coaching vacancies filled. There are a lot of Missouri and Arkansas, a lot of big names around. Certainly 4 of them now in the Mountain West Conference. Fresno State's Jeff Tedford is going to step down because of health reasons today. Of course, New Mexico, Colorado State, UNLV are all open. Brian Harson's name is up for some jobs. You're reading some stuff on Football Scoop. It sounds like he may have already interviewed for a job.
Yeah, it's according to Football Scoop, they learned that Brian Harsin interviewed with Arkansas. Caught me off guard a little bit. Missouri could be interested. Where is he on their wish list? But it was more an article talking about it was Harsin just trying to show his value to Boise State, because outwardly, just in terms of talking heads across like message boards, like Harsin hasn't seemed to be as hot a candidate as other Boise State head coaches, but people notice it's Boise State. They're a prominent program. They won a lot of football games. Brian Harsin has won 63 football games over the past 6 seasons. That's pretty good. That's 10 or more a year that you're averaging. And, is it a situation where maybe he feels like it's just time for him to move on, to get that opportunity, go to a Power 5 school, make a lot of money, and see how he can do as a head coach, which is understandable. And it also makes me chuckle a little bit when you hear people that say, we have to get someone that's committed to here. We can't be a stepping stone school. Stop. How good has Boise State been, and where do their coaches go?
Well, I don't even understand what that means sometimes.
I think people just don't it's sometimes they just don't understand the landscape of athletics. They just look at it and say, a coach should be there for 25 years because it's a school I love. It's not a bad thing if someone takes another job. If you're successful, you have a good run, you found some consistency, you take another job, it happens at the highest levels. So that's one of the things you see a little bit in coaching searches too, and I've seen it with other teams around the conference, like Colorado State. It's like, we got to get a guy that wants to be here. Well, they all want to be there, but if an opportunity arises because they've won, you're going to take it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm always amazed by those programs like Boise State that have had different coaches, but yet they keep the consistency of being, a good program year after year. No matter who's there, it seems like, I always, wonder what is that key to, because sometimes, maybe like here we might get a coach that might take you somewhere, and then all of a sudden the next coach, you fall off and you're having to restart again.
I think it's one of the worst narratives that we can get into, and that fans can. Okay, and I'm going to walk you down a path with that. But if you have a job, I don't care what your job is, and you really love it, but somebody gives you a more attractive offer to make more money and get your family better, are you supposed to be loyal to that bank, that insurance company, that company? I don't even know what it means to be, you're a stepping stone.
Right.
Did Urban Meyer use Florida as a stepping stone to go to Ohio State? And if so, so be it. Florida. Wow, that's a destination job, Jeff. Did Roy Williams use Kansas as a stepping stone to get to North Carolina? Like, every job's a stepping stone because it's probably not going to be your last one. And we have this fantasy that, like, Rocky Long would still be here. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he wouldn't. Who do you think is the longest tenured coach in college football right now? And how long do you think it is?
Is it D'Antonio at Michigan State?
It is not. In fact, I don't even see him no, it's not. It's Kirk Ferentz at Iowa. Okay, and that's been a long time. It's 20 years. It's 21 years. 1998. Okay, and you're like, wow. After that is a guy who used to be an assistant coach, a defensive coordinator at University of New Mexico. He's the second longest tenured coach in Division I football. Gary Patterson at TCU has been there since 2000. When Fran took the job at Alabama, right? And Patterson's been there. Okay? And then you start thinking of some of these. So Kurt Ferentz was hired in 98, Gary Patterson in 2000. And then in 2004, Kyle Whittingham took over the job at Utah, and Frank Solich took over at Ohio. Ohio's the longest running group of 5 deal. And that's Frank Solich. I think in some respect now it's age. He's done well there. And when it feels like he's got a spot. And then Rick Stockstill, who's in Middle Tennessee, has been there since 2005. We just talked about Troy Calhoun, been at his place since 2006. Bobby Wilder just got fired. He was at Old Dominion since 2007. Let me just kind of show you something, because when you look at the top of the pyramid, right, and you say, oh, look, there's 1998, there's one guy, and then 2000, and then you start going down, and then you start going, oh, look at 2016, how many were hired, and then 17, oh my goodness, and then 18, and then it's like 3 to 4 to 5 years, man.
Well, it's an irrational fear because the odds are it's not going to work out that well.
Well, are you willing to sustain a 4 and 8 year?
Yeah, are you willing to give a coach time to rebound, which you don't see in this time? So people will sit there and scream, hey, we need a guy that's committed to be here 15 years. Well, if he has 2 bad years, you want to say, hey, peace out. Where's the next head coach coming from? And the one thing, kind of going back to Hoser's point on Boise State, Dirk Cutter was there 3 years, but Hawkins had 6. Mm-hmm. Chris Peterson had 7. Brian Harson's in his 6th year. Yeah. So there's consistency. Yep. They've been able to have coaches come in, keep it going, stay a while, like at least 1.5 recruiting classes, and then. And
if I'm not mistaken, Dan Hawkins was on Dirk Cutter's staff, and Chris Peterson was on
a lot
Dan
of
Hawkins'
familiarity.
staff, and they brought back Brian Harsin, who was from Boise.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Long's the 16th longest tenured coach right now, 2011. Mm-hmm. You bring up a great point. Are fans going to be patient enough to build the program? How about the other piece of it? So you build the program to a place where all of a sudden you've got this, I want whatever it is you want, and then you have a 4 and 8 season. Are you willing to live through a 4 and 8 season and a 6 and 6 season? Could coach? Because I ask you all the time, are you allowed to lose a game? Right? You lose a basketball game, people lose their mind. You lose a football game? Oh, forget it. Right? Are you allowed to go through a winning season or a losing season? I asked the question in Rocky's last season in 2008. Before we started, has he earned a down season? And the answer obviously was no. Is a fan base, once you push your bar, whether it's to 6 and 6 or at Boise, it's a New Year's Six bowl. Once you push your bar up, are you willing to understand, because fans aren't, how hard it is? That's why you're looking at Craig Bull, feels like he's just got there. He's the 28th longest tenured coach in college football right now. It's more than that because Steve Adazio's out now, so it's 2026. I mean, right? Bob Davies out. He's 23.
12 Division I football coaching jobs open right now.
Yeah. But, so the stepping stone thing, you just got to get past that one. If he uses you as a stepping stone, congratulations, man. How long do you want him to be here? You expect him to be here 25 years?
30.
Or 5 years? And if he's here for 5 years and moves on and does a great job, congratulations, man. Best of luck to you. I'm trying to...
20.
And thank you for making us better. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and Hoser on 95.9 FM. Josh is here, producing for you on ProView. An AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
I think the favorite part of the sports bar is the insights, the knowledge they pass on. People who've been there, they tell you exactly what's going on.
Finding out what the current events are, what's going on with all sports. We're football and basketball fans, but you guys cover all the sports, and we like that.
The personalities, they are fabulous. Thank you for being there. We can't do without you.
Weekdays at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
New Mexico Runners Professional Arena Soccer is back in action. It's high-flying, high-scoring, adrenaline-pumping arena soccer action you don't want to miss. Fun for the entire family. Tickets only $13. New Mexico Runners kick off Season 2 on December 7th, 5 p.m. at the Santa Ana Star Center.
Has your car been blindsided? Make the right call to Quan's Auto Body. With our certified collision repair and top quality customer service, you'll be sure to score with this decision. With 39 years of local experience, Quan's Auto Body is the only choice you should ever need when it comes to choosing an auto body shop. Come and see the guys who make it better at any of our 3 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Quan's Auto Body. We make it better. Visit quans.com.
Your loved ones are unwrapping a gift from you. What do you hope they'll say? Is it, ooh, perhaps?
Aww.
Or simply,
I love it.
Whatever reaction you're looking for this holiday, you can spread more joy with custom holiday cards, calendars, and photo gifts from Vistaprint. And right now, you can get up to 50% off all holiday cards and photo calendars at Vistaprint.com. Let's unwrap that again. That's up to half off all cards and calendars, plus great deals on photo gifts, so you get even more for your money. Discover holiday cards in the latest trends, and you can add an embossed foil finish, so your design really shines. For gifts that keep giving all year round, try calendars personalized with your pictures, messages, and dates. And get more from those favorite photos on your phone by turning them into gifts, like photo books, mugs, and canvas prints. So this season, make more merry at Vistaprint.com with up to 50% off holiday cards and photo calendars, plus great deals on photo gifts. Just enter code MARY50 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, code MARY50.
On Fiat, on Charger, on Journey, on Ram. Good old St. Nick Malloy here. Shop Malloy Dodge for Employee Pricing Plus at the Big Finish event. A 2019 Ram 1500 Quad Cab, 0 down, lease from $165 a month, now just $20,250. Here's a new Dodge Journey, now just $15,987. Plus choose your gift, $500 in jewelry from Harris Jewelers or a 50-inch HD TV. Malloy Dodge on Coors, where we always say deal.
MalloyDodge.com/promo-info for complete information. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is Melanie Burns from Achievement Gallery. For over 25 years, we've been your premier holiday gift-giving provider. Whether it's for your clients, your employees, or family, Achievement Gallery will help you make a lasting impression. Or have our custom framing department design that artwork you've been meaning to frame. That special jersey or those precious ballet slippers into a keepsake that will last a lifetime. Now's the time. Get those orders in. Call our amazing staff at 881-4625. Again, 881-4625.
The Morning Drive brought to you by Kirtland Federal Credit Union. Who banks with Kirtland Federal Credit Union? Morning commuters, families, students, and you. Kirtland Federal Credit Union. They're more than military, they're for life. Get started today at kirtlandfcu.org.
Looking for the perfect gift? Then look no further than your local Ace for lots of perfect gift ideas. Whether it's Stihl, Milwaukee, Traeger, Weber, or Yeti, you'll find all these great brands and more in one great place, your neighborhood Ace. And to help make sure your gifts are under your tree on time, you can buy online and pick up in store or get it delivered from your local Ace. This Saturday, don't miss a chance to meet Santa at our neighborhood Christmas party from 11 to 2. Get great deals and more when you wrap it in red at Ace at participating stores.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Get to Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and take an extra 25% off. Take an extra 25% off family jammies and family outerwear, already 40 to 50% off. And take an extra 15% off Melissa & Doug toys. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Plus, shop our daily deal reveal every day. You'll find new gifts at every turn this holiday at Kohl's. Select styles, 25% offer valid December 5th and 9th with promo code MyFamily25. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque, the sports animal.
Going to the phones, just a little perspective for you. It's the opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and Hoser. Where do you think Bob Davie was on that tenured list?
16th.
Think he was 16th? You got an idea?
It's probably top 20.
He was 19th. Yeah, Doug Martin's currently 23rd. Craig Bohl 25th on the tenured list, the longest tenured coaches in FBS. It's turned around pretty quick, man. There's not a lot of guys that stick around, for that long. And how long do you want a guy for? If you get somebody in here for 4 or 5 years and turn this thing around, and he jumps and makes a bunch of money, man, you're in a great spot.
Because you know why? It never happened.
But people think it happened here all the time.
Now you're in a great spot if that program continues to be successful and the new guy comes in, right?
Well, that's on you to hire the right guy to go bring it in and continue it. Yeah. But you're in a hell of a lot better place you were when you started, right? If you bring somebody in now, and let's just say he gets you bowl eligible in 2 years, and you're winning 8 or 9 games in 3 years, and he leaves for a Pac-12 job, and you're cranky. Are you really cranky? Or all of a sudden,
you're going to be like, please don't leave us.
Well, whatever.
But it'll kind of be like Steve Alford, he got us to that point.
Okay.
Nobody wanted him to leave, and then he left, and look what happened.
I don't know. Did you hear our show after the Harvard game?
Yeah. The Harvard game, people wanted him out bad.
They wanted me fired.
I missed that
after
show.
The Harvard game.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, hey, guys, going to the tournament's a thing you should be happy about. Shut up, you idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How's it working out for you?
Have you been back since, by the way? I haven't been back since. So, to your point, you always want to keep the success, but you realize I don't even want to say you're just New Mexico. I mean,
being a stepping stone would be a step forward right now.
Well, Boise State, right? Uh-huh. There's guys at major programs that are being lured to bigger, higher paying jobs. It just is the way it is, man. Rich Rodriguez. Well, how about Dana Holgerson? Went from West Virginia to Houston. He used West Virginia as a stepping stone to get to Houston. I mean, not necessarily. That wasn't his plan. But I think that's what people think. If you leave here for something else, then you've used us as a stepping stone. Okay, but you both used each other. You used him to get better and relevant again.
Irrational fear and feel like you're not wanted. And
it hasn't happened here. It hasn't happened here. Can you think the only time Franchione in '97 left here to go to TCU, made a lot more money, and Dave Bliss right around that same time left here to go to Baylor. He was here 11 years. Fran was here 9?
And only had, I think, 1, right?
That's right.
Last
That's
season
right.
was
97, he had a winning season.
Cashing out.
Yes. You blame him?
No, I don't blame him.
But there was the golf coach Fields went on, but I mean, in your major sports, and Alford.
Yeah, well, that's the big one that I'm familiar with.
He made $2.3 million a year. Like you can't pay him that. You got to realize
I don't even
what
think
you can do.
Look at Franchione and consider that as the dude was 33 and 36.
Yeah, I know.
But he had that 9-4 season.
Yeah. I wonder what they felt like back then.
I remember it.
You remember?
Yeah, it was at that bowl game. We remember what
Insight.com.
Like? Yeah.
Well, how fans felt
that's
about
just
him
good
moving.
business too.
What?
Be like, man, we just won 9 games. Oh, you want to interview me? Oh, you want to offer me the job? Yes, sir.
It was out. He had taken the job before the bowl game and coached the bowl game. They lost 14-7 Arizona. It was cold in Tucson that night.
And what a run for him, right? Franchione right after that. I mean, he goes on to TCU,
Alabama, A&M.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
Yeah, you blame him?
I mean, he kept...
Yeah, people were pissed. You're leaving us. And how can you leave us?
Look, like getting winning cards and cashing out every time.
Just understand the business, man. And you're
That is a heck of a ride.
Yeah.
When you start looking at that, you're like,
Yeah,
below average, have one good year, jump, and all of a sudden
boom.
you're winning games at TCU.
And
Just won games at Alabama.
Yeah.
Got an A&M job.
Yep.
And then
thank
the luck
Graham
runs
Lee
out.
because he had a hell of a season at quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's the truth.
He's not coaching now, is he?
No, man. He was playing golf with Rudy a couple.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
all hanging out.
Last year was
down in South Texas.
2015 at Texas State, where they were 3-9.
Yeah, they ended up at Texas State.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, which is close to where he's living now. I just, guys, look, I don't know what you want. You want a guy here until you don't want him, right? That's the whole. That's the fear on this stepping stone thing. I want him to be here until I'm done with him. I want him to succeed, and I want him to win 35 games every year in this 13-game season. And if you go 4-8, I'm done with you. Find the next you. But I want you out on my terms, not your terms. Oh, and by the way, when we fire you, I don't want to give you a payout. Right?
I'm glad you understand it, though, Jeff.
All right, as long as I get it. Hello, Edward.
Gentlemen, good morning.
What's up?
Did not Joe Lee Dunn in the early 1980s take this program to its best record ever, lose a controversial bad call game against BYU, otherwise they would have been undefeated.
Yeah, they were 10-1.
And then jump to the South Carolina job?
That might be right.
I believe that was the case. You know, if you look at Dabo Sweeney and Nick Saban and Ed Orgeron, everybody's done stepping stones to bigger jobs, right? In corporate America, it's kind of a rite of passage to do
Ask
stepping
Utah
stones.
how they feel about Urban Meyer using them as a stepping stone to get the Florida job. How do they feel about that year they went to the Sugar Bowl and beat Alabama when Urban Meyer was there? Would you take that and then shake his hand and say thank you and best of luck to you?
Absolutely, and it's probably this cornerstone of why they're ranked fifth in the country right now, because you build a
certainly helped
tradition
the foundation.
and you build a foundation.
Yeah, and then Kyle came in and fired something up, and he's been there since 2004.
Kyle.
Indeed. But gentlemen, I'll be kind today, loving and caring and sharing. But Jerry Jones, you know, if you've ever been to a rich person's house for the holidays, or you see it in movies, right, where there's a rich family and they're sitting down for dinner and they have a patriarch, and Jerry Jones is the patriarch of the Dallas Cowboys, so they have a nice dignified portrait of him, and they kind of still respect him and honor him, but they really don't value his opinion, but they don't say so because they want to stay in the will. That's where the Cowboys are with Jerry Jones at this point. You know, he's out there doing his press conferences, which I agree with JJ. It's good content for you guys and us all to talk about, but it is bad. And I think it's comical that he has a half-hour press conference after every game.
I'm with you.
But my point is, I think that he talks a lot, and they're probably not really honoring his opinion or valuing it very much. At least not,
they
won't
being
openly
who?
admit it.
Who's they? The players? The who's they?
His family, and you know, his son Stephen, and everybody in the organization. The players obviously honor because he writes the paychecks. I get that, but I think he's reached a point where he's assimilating into Al Davis 2.0 towards the end of Al Davis's career and ownership of the Raiders. Where I'm not saying he's going senile, maybe a little bit, but he just doesn't make a lot of sense in his opinions and his direction of of his corporation. Couple of things that are at risk this weekend are in jeopardy. It was Christmas Eve 2011. Julian Edelman stepped on the field with Thomas Edward Brady, and since that point, 9 years ago, they are 42-home against AFC opponents during the regular season.
42
and I believe that's in jeopardy this weekend, gentlemen. I do think the Patriots are going to find a way to run the ball and scratch and claw and get a win at home, but I do believe that streak of 42-0, which is essentially 8 seasons of beating AFC opponents at home, we'll see if it stays unblemished. The Texans, I give you caution. Beware of the Patriots hangover. I know you won your Super Bowl Sunday night, probably erected statues, had parents' night, did everything you could, wore your varsity letter jackets, but the Broncos are coming into town, and I think the Broncos have a chance to keep that game close and hopefully spring an upset. The 5-star picks briefly, the Titans, they burned me all year with their bad field goal kicking and bad quarterback play, but I'm taking them -3 over the Raiders. And the Raiders have just bottomed out and given up. The Rams, it's a pick 'em with the Seahawks. I'm taking your Rams, your Vince Ferragamo Rams there, Jeff.
That's a bad call.
And the Steelers, which essentially are going to play a home game in Arizona, best traveling team in the country.
Yes.
I was high on Arizona, and they completely got dumped last week. I'm going to take the Steelers -2.5. in Arizona this weekend and find a way to win that game.
Enjoy the weekend in the picks. Make some money. See you.
Indeed.
Thanks, man.
Have a great weekend, guys.
All right, 2 favorites and a pick 'em, which is he? What was the last time he picked a dog?
Well, you're going against points, so it really doesn't matter if you pick a favorite or an underdog.
I understand. I get the system. I just he
you still need to cover the set points.
No, I understand. All right, 2460610. We'll get into Lobos in Wyoming a little bit as well. Want your thoughts on the Cowboys last night? I got some emails on that. Jeff Tedford looks like he's out at Fresno State. Garrett Cole can go wherever he wants and pick his own number. 250? Nah, 260 million? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Ma'am.
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Yep. Cowboy! Oh, God! Jerry's a lot more quiet these days in his press conference. Although I know that was Jimmy who did that. Emails are in this morning. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at knml.com. You can call us at 246-0610. Jeff, JJ, Josue, and Josh producing for you on the ProView Networks. You can watch us worldwide. The show is simulcast for you to watch. You can look at the handsome young buck that is JJ Buck at ProViewNetworks.com. There he is, right there. So, oh, man, you're a stud. Or watch us, Comcast Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. Facebook, the OD in the AM. David said, it's Joe Morrison. Edwards making stuff up again. That was Joe Morrison who coached Lobos 10-1, then left to South Carolina. Their one loss was to BYU, but they got blued out 40-12. There was no controversial call in a 40-12 game. Well, there might have been, but not the cost of the game. They finished ranked in the top 20, didn't make a bowl game. That's before there were 50 bowl games. We're not quite at 50 yet. Probably going to be there soon. That's when he got an offer and had to get out. Joe Lee Dunn was his defensive coordinator and coach for about 4 to 5 years. He got fired after a few 4-8 seasons, although they were mostly competitive. Then they brought in Mike Shepard. Very Mike Loxley, like he says. They won like 8 games in his 5 years. Franchione came in and turned things around from nothing and in his short time. JJ said his overall record wasn't very impressive, but the program was an all-time low, other than when Loxley was here, he said. That's 2 shots at him. When he took it over a couple of years ago, a couple of years of it got going, there was definitely a big difference when he took it over. TCU offered him twice as much money to coach a worse program at the time, and he took it and started what they have going there now, along with his defensive coordinator. It's from David. His defensive coordinator is Gary Patterson, who's been there now since 2000 as the head football coach. So there you go. Edward, get your facts straight. You are not, what's his incredibly accurate or painfully accurate or whatever it is? A little inaccurate. All right. Cowboy emails. There's a picture of Jerry Jones from Omar. And Omar says he's so proud of the Dallas Cowboys, JJ. We won the second half. We never quit. And did you see that opening drive with quarterback Tavaka Tuioti? Dropping a tough game does nothing to our season goals, the division, the tournament, the finals are still on the table. With that said, we aren't getting the results we all expect from the NFL's most complete franchise. If Coach Jones feels he needs to clean house to accomplish those goals, I am all behind him. That's from Omar. So I'm not sure if Omar's happy or Omar's not happy. Any Cowboy fan's sick to their stomach.
He's back and forth now.
Any Cowboy fan is sick to their stomach right now, right? I mean, when it comes to their team, not to their life. But I was at an establishment last night filled with Cowboy fans. Filled with them. And they were all pumped on that opening drive. Yeah! Zeke! Oh, yeah! How about the Bears?
We back. And then
About 45 minutes of real life later, the bar had a totally different tone to it. And there were a lot more tequila shots being ordered.
Another round over here.
Yeah. Over here. Yep. Rod says, Jefferson, this team is 200 and 181 since Barry Switzer raised that world championship belt at Sun Devil Stadium against Hammers Steelers in 1995. Is it any wonder they're 6-7? This is historically just above a 500 franchise. So I'm not sure the expectation of championship every year is real. First, it was Tony taking Jess to Mexico during the playoffs. Then it was Wade Phillips' fault. He could do no right in the eyes of Cowboy fans. Now it's Garrett's fault. Can't call plays, etc. Maybe Dallas Cowboys just aren't that good. It's from Rod. Well, no, and that's what we've been saying. This is, to JJ's point, this is who they are. A game above or below 500.
You're buying into the hype because there's flash at times. They're the team you see the most is the Dallas Cowboys. Like, there's a lot of Cowboy fans. They make a lot of money. They're a very good business. And that can, in turn, lead to some blinders at times.
I don't understand. I know everybody's all about, to tell me, oh, did you see how great their talent is? They got unbelievable talent.
I'll take that offense, but something's not clicking because they're not scoring points. They got blued out the built last night.
And just look at that score.
10 garbage time points.
Yeah, 10 garbage time points. 31-24. Oh, all right, it must have been a good game. No, really, it was not.
It was the, oh no, why did I play my Cowboys in fantasy game?
I got 100 yards out of Gallup. Hello, Paul. How you living?
Wow, good, man. How you guys doing?
Excellent, thank you.
The one thing that Edward was right about is Jerry Jones is becoming Al Davis 2.0. I'll go there for sure.
Mm.
The one thing about the Cowboys, though, I mean, in I don't know. I mean, their defense is getting lit up, and you can't win games when your defense can't stop teams, especially somebody. I mean, Trubisky, he hasn't played this well.
That's right.
The last couple of weeks have been okay, but you got to stop somebody there. And the play calling on the offensive side, the Cowboys are, it's just bad. He should have fired him last week just to shake everything up. But there's too much emotion involved. He's in over his head with what they're doing, and they're not. I don't even know if they're a 500 team.
No, they're not. They're 6-7. They're 6-7 with the Rams coming in, and you figure if they lose to the Rams, they're 6-8. The best they can do is win out and be a 500 team. Uh-oh. What'd you do?
You look at the stats, and Dak Prescott is one of the top quarterbacks. You look at those stats, and they are. The problem is defense can't stop anybody. It's no different than where the Raiders were when they were 6-4 and became 6-6, and we gave up 78 points in 2 games.
Oh, that's right, man.
The defense is bad, but at the same time, you make mistakes on offense, and I think, Gruden's got to disguise some of the stuff. I was watching video where they showed same exact setups where Carr threw those interceptions. They did that in games prior. These defenses and defense coordinators are going to kill them on that. It's killing me.
Yeah.
But I still think, with 5 guys that aren't starting, that were starting on the defense, I mean, we can't expect a lot from the Raiders, but I think Cowboys actually are going to go 7-9
and win the division.
And I don't think they even sniff even the NFC Championship or NFC East.
Well, I think they sniff it at 7-9. Hey, it's good to hear you, man. Enjoy the weekend. I think it's 7-9. Good chance they snip the division, and a 7-9 team may host a 12-win team in the first round of the playoffs. A 7-win team under 500 may host a first-round playoff game against a team that wins 12 games.
Divisions matter, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I'm well aware of it, man. What do you want to do? You want to shake up the whole world? Like you want to be able to go out and get a sweet deal, and then go. I mean, I can use this at one of 2 different places and shake up the whole world. Is that what you really want to be able to do? Hello, Sarah.
Good morning.
How you living?
I'm great. How are you?
Welcome to our little cowboy conversation. You got a football team? Who's your team?
The Ravens, because my mom's the Ravens.
We see, and Stig's walking around. See what he's wearing? Is purple and black. He looks. He's a former Raven fan. Did he tell you that?
Okay. I'll have to talk to him about it.
Well, and ask him why he doesn't like the Ravens anymore. But he wears their colors all the time. He's running around in their colors. All right, Sarah's here to tell you about a sweet deal we've got going on for you, and it starts at 9:00. You go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. You click on the sweet deal icon, and for just $25, you will get a $50 gift certificate to Cello Grill or Jay Gumbo.
Yeah, Jay Gumbo's. So you can try either. I think you get 5 $10 gift certificates, so you can split them. I think it's a good stocking stuffer if you have people that like just to try different things. They want to try some Cajun cooking. They want to try some Mediterranean, some Persian food.
All right. So you've been in a lot of times talking about Cello Grill, which is terrific, and it's right there, San Mateo and I-40, and just everything you've got with the Persian food and the T-bar and the deliciousness it is. You haven't talked much about Jay Gumbo's.
No, Jay Gumbo's is new to this deal and everything, so we're really excited to partner with them. And they are on Eubank and Indian School. So if you like Cajun cooking, it's really great. We're all fans of spice here, so if you want to try a different kind of spicy other than green chili, then Cajun's where it's at.
JJ, you like Cajun cooking?
I do.
They serve it up in bowls as big as the bayou. I'm not. I mean, it's big, and the bayou's big.
Bayou's pretty big.
That's right. His bowl's as big as the bayou, and you can have authentic Louisiana specialties made from recipes that their founder, Billy Fox, discovered in his old grandma's kitchen down in Grand Coteau, Louisiana. This is real box recipe grandma cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Crawfish etouffee and, gumbo.
You guys have crawfish etouffee down there?
We do.
You have ever had that?
I haven't.
It's it. Like yes.
What, 9 o'clock?
It's
my sweet deal. I'm going to try it out.
It's terrific. All right, so you've got two options on this one. You got Cello Grill, which is still killing it. I was in there for lunch a couple weeks ago. The place was just buzzing. It was delicious. You guys, it was killing it.
Yeah, 'tis the season for these warm, stews that fill your heart
Belly?
with joy.
Oh, fill your belly, but fill your heart with joy. Look at you. Like you've done this before. This is terrific. All right, don't miss out on this. It goes live 9 o'clock on our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Click on the Sweet Deal icon. For $25, you get $50 worth of gift certificates, and you can use them at either or both Cello Grill or J Gumbo's. Sarah, enjoy the weekend. It's great to see you. Happy holidays.
Thanks, you guys too.
It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:25. Let's take another look here at the Friday morning's commute. Well, let me start off with the great news. We had earlier minor crash southbound I-25 just north of Jefferson. That has been clear. Also, accident at the end of the ramp from Coors to eastbound Paseo is also clear. Still active right now is eastbound Blake between Unser and Coors, and southbound Carlisle at Manal. Those are the only two trouble spots that we have out there. If you see an accident, make sure and give us a call on the Traffic Tracker hotline, 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with your Sports Animal Traffic.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. This radio station is so amazing. I have been on that station 25 years. I am really, really grateful for that. Really thankful for that. Albuquerque is a incredible jungle market.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Keeping your home and office clean is important, but you've got to be careful with some cleaning supplies. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN's chief medical correspondent. When it comes to cleaning products that really do the trick, bleach and citrus-based cleaners are right up there. But using them together can create potentially dangerous air particles that, when inhaled, can be harmful to people and pets. That's according to a new study by researchers at the University of Toronto and Bucknell University in Pennsylvania. The fine particulate matter can irritate the eyes, nose, throat, and lungs, and lead to coughing, sneezing, and shortness of breath. It's particularly problematic for people with asthma or heart disease. Interestingly, the chemical interactions were worse the brighter it was, either from indoor lights or sunlight. Best advice here is to keep your windows cracked open when cleaning with those strong chemicals. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Looking for the perfect gift? Then look no further than your local Ace for lots of perfect gift ideas. Whether it's Stihl, Milwaukee, Traeger, Weber, or Yeti, you'll find all these great brands and more in one great place, your neighborhood Ace. And to help make sure your gifts are under your tree on time, you can buy online and pick up in store or get it delivered from your local Ace. This Saturday, don't miss a chance to meet Santa at our neighborhood Christmas party from 11 to 2. Get great deals and more when you wrap it in red at Ace at participating stores.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Get to Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and take an extra 25% off. Take an extra 25% off family jammies and family outerwear, already 40 to 50% off. And take an extra 15% off Melissa & Doug toys. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Plus, shop our daily deal reveal every day. You'll find new gifts at every turn this holiday at Kohl's. Select styles 25% offer valid December 5th and 9th with promo code MyFamily25. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
We're a city on the move. Art is open on Central Avenue with free rides through the end of the year. Stay in your lane to keep everyone safe. Central's open for business. Come on board. For more information, visit abqride.com.
Do you love football?
Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world-famous Hooters girls.
In most situations, it's easy to debate who is the greatest of all time. But when you need collision repair, there's only one clear GOAT. Quanz has won a Best of the City award for the past 6 years straight. Don't go to any collision repair shop. Go to the better collision repair shop at Quanz Auto Body. Our award-winning customer service and certified collision repair makes Quanz better than the competition. Make the better choice and visit Quanz Auto Body in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
My family is very close. When we all get together, our parties are huge, all-day affairs. Grandma always does the cooking, and there's always plenty of wine and beer to go around. Like a good family, we look out for each other. If anyone has been drinking, we don't let them get behind the wheel. One of us will be the designated driver, or we arrange for a safe ride home. It's one of the ways our family shows the love.
If you drink, don't drive, because family time is better than jail time. Let's end DWI. Brought to you by NMDOT.
Looking for the perfect gift? Then look no further than your local Ace for lots of perfect gift ideas. Whether it's Stihl, Milwaukee, Traeger, Weber, or Yeti, you'll find all these great brands and more in one great place, your neighborhood Ace. And to help make sure your gifts are under your tree on time, you can buy online and pick up in store or get it delivered from your local Ace. This Saturday, don't miss a chance to meet Santa at our neighborhood Christmas party from 11 to 2. Get great deals and more when you wrap it in red at Ace at participating stores.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Get to Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and take an extra 25% off. Take an extra 25% off family jammies and family outerwear, already 40 to 50% off. And take an extra 15% off Melissa & Doug toys. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Plus, shop our daily deal reveal every day. You'll find new gifts at every turn this holiday at Kohl's. Select styles 25% offer valid December 5th and 9th with promo code MyFamily25. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
The Jim Rome Show. Up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Oh, wait, do I have to sit up for this? I mean, hoeing is a good thing, right?
Give me a hoe.
Right?
It is, yeah.
I got all the way to Uptown, Downtown?
Oh, that was good.
Is that my whole record?
It could be.
Have
to go to the tape.
You know what I was thinking as I was hoeing?
You actually thought?
I did, actually. It kept me in a good hoe place. I was thinking of people in their car hoeing. On their way to work today. Hoeing. Like, I got a couple of buddies. One used to, his kid's in college now, but he used to say, like text on a Friday, hey, will you hoe? I got my kid in the car, and he wants the Friday hoe. And just people they look forward.
Yeah.
There are, as stupid as it is.
No, it is a fun time.
People like to hoe. So I hope you all hoed in the car. I like
caught me off guard.
Send us your videos of you hoeing in the car.
Have someone else filming though.
Yeah, don't be that.
That's right. That's right. All right.
Drive and post.
But don't drive and post. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, hose. Okay, so I did. I just got a text, and Robert's driving and hoeing.
Right. It's
see?
The one must listen to day of the week. You can't miss the hoe.
Driving and
Don't know
hoeing.
when it's coming.
He says, I'm driving, laughing my arse off at the donkey hoe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ho.
Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh. Oh, 2460610. Your emails come in this morning. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. Rod's in. I already read that one to you, so I'm not going to read it again. John's in on the Cowboys. A team with all this talent. I'm so sick of hearing it. But okay. I'm not sick of hearing it. I'm struggling buying it. But a team with all this talent that is woeful on offense, defense, and special teams. A team that is undisciplined and can't cover or tackle. One can blame one thing, and that's coaching. Garrett should have been gone after last year for sure. Jerry is just as bad, letting go of Jimmy Johnson, hiring Bozo the Switzer, not drafting Randy Moss, and not hiring Sean Payton as the head coach after the tuna are his most egregious errors. Wow, that's a lot of errors. All right, so are they that talented if they can't tackle? If you're telling me they can't cover, they can't tackle, are they that talented?
Well, if it goes back to the coaching, I had a buddy text in. He says that the talent is not getting coached up to its full potential. He said players need coaching, always have, always will. And he made a point about when players enter the Hall of Fame, they're always making a point of the great, good coaches in their lives that got them to that point.
And how often are those coaches that coach them at the NFL level?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of them for sure.
All right, outside of Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, who are you taking in that secondary?
Where's the elite talent there? His point's right. Where's the elite talent?
It's easy to talk it up in your mind as a Cowboys fan. The star blinds you, the shine off those helmets. When you start breaking it down, I think the most disappointing thing is definitely the offense. Because I think Cooper, Gallup, Dak, and Zeke, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with you. And their line is good. They should be better offensively. And I think you got to start looking a little bit. And it's everybody's looking at Kellen Moore, and that's fair. You got to look at Kellen Moore. You got to look at Jason Garrett. And I know you've fallen in love with your quarterback, but he's got to take some of this blame too now. Does he not?
Who's playing safety for the Cowboys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Outside of Byron Jones, is a guy y'all talk about? Like, man, that's a good player in that secondary.
No.
It's just not that.
I got it too. I mean,
that's how you become an average football team is you have average talent. And I think most of that defense is just that.
So to your buddy's point that texted you. So he feels if you bring in whoever his solution to head coach is, these players are all of a sudden going to be 11-5?
Yes.
12-4?
Jerry told you so.
Because Jerry said we got a lot of talent in here and we expect to win. Well,
I think like JJ said, offensive side, definitely a lot of talent there.
How would Jerry Ho?
Like the one thing where I'm not is Jerry a little over his skis? Sure, but
yes,
you kind of want an owner to be that invested in your team. Like I'm not at the point where I think Jerry Jones is Al Davis 2.0. Like Jerry Jones is a really good businessman. Does he have some glass half full, too much Kool-Aid for his team at times? Absolutely. But has Jerry Jones done anything that hasn't put his team in position to be successful?
Jerry Jones is a great owner in the sense that he is willing to give you the resources you need to win. He is, I believe, not a great owner in the sense that he needs the spotlight and will not hire people to do their jobs and get out of the way and let them do their jobs. It's micromanaging at the umpteenth level, and it's very hard for anybody, and that's why Jimmy got out. I mean, all those years ago, why did he leave?
And hasn't that been a topic at least the last few years?
Last 20 years.
No, the last few years that they've been able to control Jerry enough in those front office situations. Yeah. They're not drafting Johnny Manziel.
Especially his son,
round.
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they backed him. At least they backed him down off of drafting Johnny Manziel. Hey, Jeffrey, how you living?
Well, I'm a frustrated Cowboy fan. Once again, I have this irrational attachment to the Cowboys. I can't explain it, but I guess that's what being a fan is.
That's right.
At any rate, I think the only difference here is Jerry Jones. Again, I've said this recently, and I'll say it again. He knows he's got a couple of years left, literally, and I think he senses truly the ultimate sense of urgency. So I think he will make a move with a coach because that team clearly lacks leadership and discipline. It's just pretty obvious. And on the defensive side, for example, when the other teams are up by 20, 10, 12 points right away almost, it forces the Cowboys out of their running, passing game scheme, and it forces Dakota there to start passing more, so the other team knows it's going to happen. So it's just a spiral effect, if you will. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in the context of football. But the reason for my call is, over the past few years, just watching football in general, particularly at the NFL level, what's really frustrating and confounding to me is the pass interference call or the hands to the receiver call. Because what's problematic for me as a fan, notwithstanding the team I'm watching, is it assumes the execution of the play. By that I mean it assumes that the person, the receiver, is going to catch the ball, and it assumes the accuracy of the pass. And I think there's a real flaw in that whole, particularly those long, bombs that they'll throw, whoever they is, because it assumes that the person was going to catch the ball. It assumes the accuracy of the pass. Think about baseball. There's that one play, that one dynamic where a double play is never assumed. So I think college has it a little bit more fair, equitable, and right when it has a 15-yard, penalty for the pass interference, as opposed to assuming all the yardage and assuming the complete performance or completion.
There's been conversation about changing
it.
Yeah, there's been conversation about that. Is that too extreme of a penalty, and should they go to the college way? Jeffrey, enjoy the weekend, man. Always appreciate hearing you.
Yes.
See you. And his show's preempted tomorrow by Lobo Football, right? Or Lobo Basketball, I mean. Lobo Basketball over on KKOB. All right, we got a break. We got tickets to give away at some point. We want to do it in the 9 o'clock hour to go see Brawl on the Bosque 2, which is this weekend. So you got to get here today and pick up the tickets. So maybe we should do it soon and give away those tickets. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root
beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff. One scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough. Back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals.
Is that too much hoeing? Come on, man. First weekend of December. Bowl bids go out this weekend.
Ooh. Big watch party for you, or on Sunday or something?
Big watch party. Yeah, that's what it is. The big watch party. I'll be staring at my watch, waiting to be
throw
able to
in your
release
bid.
it. Yeah,
Like, I want these teams.
I want these. Here's what do you got?
Give me Alabama.
Who's left?
No, you're first, man. First. You should be the first one.
They're not going to be in the playoffs.
You could probably do like South Alabama against like Western Michigan. John said he was being sarcastic when he said the team was talented.
Then you got to let us know that.
What?
If you write an email,
use that font.
Like, put in parentheses, sarcasm.
Yeah. Because I did. I mean, when I read that to you, did it sound like sarcasm?
No.
Yeah. All right. James is for the love of... Jeff, why is Lobo basketball and the women playing at the same time tomorrow? Here we go. I won't be watching either because the Mountain West Conference football championship game's on at the same time. Really? The Lobo football...
The one guy in Albuquerque that's watching the Mountain West title game outside of you.
A lot more people
over Lobo basketball.
You don't think anybody's going to cares about the Mountain West football championship?
I think they care, but to just say you're outright not watching basketball for that. That's rare. That's rare.
Tomorrow's a weird basketball day. He says if Lobo football had won a few games, they would be up against those as well. Tomorrow's a weird basketball day. Now, this is where I'm not sure how I'll feel because they're league games, right? We talked about how it's good for college basketball. The intensity of the game lasts.
It is still good for college basketball even when there's college football championship games going on. It's still better.
Okay. Let's see if I think college basketball is good for me.
If you're basketball, then you are a bowl director. You are watching football no matter what.
But I'm a football guy. Like it's championship Saturday.
It's also one where if you're college basketball, do you say we don't schedule?
No. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah, so it's like they're going to be something, and this happens. In this case, there's conference games.
Because typically you would probably get lost this weekend anyway if you were playing Iona or playing Southwest Missouri State or playing whatever you know. But it's conference games, so...
And this is actually better because...
For college basketball.
Well, I'm just saying that it's a road game. PIP, baby. It's PIP day.
Yeah, it's certainly PIP. Picture-in-picture, yeah. I do agree with that. I just... I wonder... Like if I'm going to sit on my couch tomorrow, I like Lobo basketball, but I'll split screen it. Maybe record it. Hi, Dan.
Morning, Jeff. How's it going?
What's happening, Daniel?
How you doing, my brother?
Nothing.
How's every little thing?
Everything's good, man. What's up?
Hey, we going double or nothing on the bucket, brother?
I owe you lunch, don't I?
You owe me a bucket.
Oh, you a bucket?
Bucket of balls over at the driving range.
Yeah. Well, then why don't we just go play golf if I get beat? And even if I don't get beat, let's just go play golf.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, man. I'm ready. I mean, fall, early winter golf in Albuquerque is the best, man.
Yeah, it's just going to have to be after the 21st. How about that?
Yeah, it's not hot. It's nice. Yeah. Let's get past the 21st and.
Yeah, Dan's a Seahawks fan, and I lost a bet to him last time, so I owe him a bucket of balls.
Okay, buddy. Well, I look forward to seeing you, man.
All right. Feel good. See you. See, there you go. I got to pay up on that bet.
What? Not have your phone number.
Yeah,
30.
Yeah, I had it right there. It was 2460610. I got to pay my bet. He just called me out. Pay up your damn bet. Oh no, yeah. Call me. like the Canyon Club and hit all the balls we want. How about that? 2460610. You want to do this for another hour? Josh, you got another hour in you? All right. We'll do it for another hour on 9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Network. The Cowboys and Bears kicked off Week 14 Thursday night at Soldier Field. Dak Prescott led the Cowboys on a 9-minute opening drive touchdown, but it was all Mitch Trubisky after that. The third-year Bears quarterback throwing for 3 touchdowns and rushing for another. The Bears beat the Cowboys 31-24 and improved to 7-6. The Cowboys lose their 3rd straight game, but stay atop the NFC East standings with a 6-7 record. Meanwhile, on the injury front, Steelers running back James Conner has been ruled out Sunday against the Cardinals. Vikings running back Dalvin Cook will be close to 100% Sunday against the Lions, according to Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer. Zimmer also adding that wideout Adam Thielen has a good chance to play on Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
About 147 million U.S. consumers impacted by the 2017 Equifax data breach are eligible to make a claim under a proposed settlement. Benefits include compensation for time and money spent preventing or recovering from identity theft because of the breach, 4 years of free credit monitoring, identity restoration services, and more. Visit EquifaxBreachSettlement.com to find out your options and if you're eligible to submit a claim. Or you can call toll-free 1-833-759-2982. That's EquifaxBreachSettlement.com or call 1-833-759-2982. This is a court-approved legal notice paid for by the Equifax Data Breach Class Action Settlement Fund.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining, bad odors, and lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to WaveBestWater.com. That's WaveBestWater.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. This radio station is so amazing. I have been on that station 25 years. I'm really, really grateful for that. Really thankful for that. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The turkey leftovers are gone. You need something different than mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. You need a dining getaway. How about a trip to Cajun country? Jay Gumbo serves up real down-home Louisiana cooking in bowls as big as the bayou. Every one of Jay Gumbo's authentic Louisiana specialties is made from the recipes that founder Billy Fox Jr. discovered in his old grandma's Louisiana kitchen. Recipes using only the finest ingredients and zestiest spices, just how grandma wanted it. Feast on Cajun favorites like jambalaya, po' boys, crawfish etouffee, and of course gumbo. Portions are generous, and whether you like your cooking red hot and spicy or nice and mild, at Jay Gumbo's you'll find just the right dish to make your tongue want to slap your brains out, theoretically speaking. Jay Gumbo's is on the east side of Eubank, just south of Indian School, or at jgumbosabq.com. And this Friday, Jay Gumbo's is our sweet deal. Get $50 in gift certificates to Jay Gumbo's for just $25. Log on to sportsanimалabq.com this Friday at 9 a.m. and click on the Sweet Deals logo to get your sweet deal to Jay Gumbo's.
TJ Trout here, and fall fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
Technology Truths, brought to you by Geico.
Technology Truths.
Truth, you will certainly send any text about your supervisor to your supervisor.
What's with Janet's bangs? Did she lose a bet with a weed whacker? LOL. And send. Wait, no.
Truth, it's so easy to switch and save on car insurance at Geico.com.
Janet, I think my phone was hacked or something.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I really thought I would die of stress long before the cancer. 'Cause the diagnosis brought this avalanche of worries. The money, the travel, the burden on the family. One night I called the American Cancer Society, and they helped me map out a plan. Got me free rides to chemo and even a free place to stay during treatment. They took away those other fears. so I could rest up for the real fight.
Please give at cancer.org.
Get to Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and take an extra 25% off. Take an extra 25% off family jammies and family outerwear, already 40 to 50% off. And take an extra 15% off Melissa & Doug toys. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Plus, shop our daily deal reveal every day. You'll find new gifts at every turn this holiday at Kohl's.
Select styles 25% offer valid December 5th and 9th with promo code MyFamily25. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
At Quality on Lomas, we know you like the huge savings you get with the GM employee pricing. And we know you like rebates. So before Christmas, you get both. Only at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas in Pennsylvania.
Quality by DeLorenzo.
QualityDeal.com.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque, the sports animal.
Championship weekend, conference basketball play, free agent baseball. Harald Cowboys! We got it all. The opening drive on ProView Networks. The 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Need a better jockey to get that talent going in the right direction.
That's right. Ride that horse. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, Josh. What's up, y'all? How you living? Happy Friday to you, going into a big weekend. Lakers won.
Are you ready for tonight?
I'm ready for tonight. That's the Pac-12 championship game. That is Oregon, as my mom says.
Will Utah show up?
Utah. I asked her, what's
Will
Oregon?
handle their business.
I think Oregon's going to win tonight.
Yeah.
I think Oregon's going to beat Utah.
It would feel like maybe just a letdown spot. Utah, they're solid.
There's no letdown spot here. I mean, with everything on the line for Utah, there's no letdown. I think Oregon's better.
I don't think they're.
You don't think so?
Well, other than everyone's telling me Justin Herbert's supposed to be a first-round pick.
I think Utah's defense is very, very good. I think Utah defensively is better than Utah.
That's the one thing, is do they have enough pop? It's my word of the week. Pop offensively. They have a great running back in Moss. They're going to lean on.
You're talking about Utah now.
In Utah.
Yeah.
Can they make plays down the field?
Are they going to be able to score enough? I don't think this is one of those. Didn't we get a?
This is going to be 2017 type of football.
Yeah, it was 10-7, 10-3 last year or something, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Washington beat Utah? Is that right? Last year in the Pac-12 championship game? Yeah, Washington played in the Rose Bowl. I think Oregon wins. I think Oklahoma is going to end up being the number 4 seed because I think Oklahoma is going to beat Baylor. But I've asked you this a number of times. If Baylor beats Oklahoma, if Oregon beats Utah, and LSU beats Georgia, who's the 4th team in?
Alabama.
No, it's not. Alabama slipped all the way to 12.
Well, then it's supposed to be who's the unequivocally 4th best team at this point in time.
Well, there's no way to say unequivocally who's the 4th best team.
Isn't that what it's supposed to be about? Not necessarily who won a championship, who did this, who did that. It's just supposed to be the 4 best teams.
So who in your mind, who would be the 4 best teams? You think Alabama's in that mix?
I think Georgia could remain in that mix.
I think Georgia could remain in that mix.
It probably would be Georgia.
I think Georgia
lose the SEC championship game, but if Baylor wins, Oregon wins, I could actually see them being in there because they're still sitting there at 4 right now.
So is Georgia better than Oregon at that point? Right? I think that's where it comes down to. Because I don't think Baylor would have enough pop. I just don't think they've got the wins. Florida would be a 2-loss team that beat Georgia.
Baylor is very similar to Utah.
I agree with that.
I think they're almost
as far as resume.
Yeah. And the way they play and what you expect out of them.
Yeah. So everybody thinks, but I agree with you, I think, on Georgia, but I would have an argument for Oregon at that point, plus Oregon would be a league champion.
Because they lost to Auburn?
Georgia lost to South Carolina. So
yeah,
they both have a loss that you can't explain. South Carolina.
Arizona. Is it because it's a good loss? And so like Jay was talking about all year long, is if you lose, you might as well lose to an SEC team because that's going to be better than anything else.
So Georgia's 2 losses would be to SEC teams. It would be South Carolina and LSU. And Oregon's would be to Auburn and to Arizona State. I would just, at that point, I would say, all right, who's got better wins? Well, I mean, who's Georgia beaten? What's their biggest win is Auburn, right? And that would be maybe where it sways.
How does it look? I think it's going to have a huge impact on this weekend because it's in the moment What do you see fresh in your mind as you get ready? Because no one is expecting Virginia,
Nobody's
Georgia,
even talking about Virginia.
Wisconsin to win those games. No one's expecting. So the top three are locked in everyone's mind.
It feels that way.
99.9%.
All right, if I was to say to you one of those top three would lose, whether it's Ohio State, LSU, or Clemson, the most likely scenario would be...
I think it'd be LSU.
It has to be, right?
Because they do give up points.
It has to be LSU because... Well, and also because they're playing the best opponent.
You think.
Georgia's better than Wisconsin and Virginia.
I really don't know that. I'm not sold on Georgia.
I'm not sold on Wisconsin or Virginia, certainly.
I think they're better than Virginia. I think Wisconsin and Georgia are comparable because you just hear about Georgia, you beat over the head with it because they're SEC team on the other side. They're good. They're Georgia. But
I've watched
Notre Dame, and I was like, eh.
Wisconsin underwhelms me.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, and so Wisconsin's a grinded out team that if they slow you down and hit a couple pops, can find a way. But Wisconsin underwhelms. And that's why we agree on LSU, but for different reasons.
Yeah, and this is why I go back. Put more meaning that we all understand on these games. Because you could win and it still doesn't matter because you're like, well, this team we just feel is better than you. Well, why do you feel that way? Just because we do. It's our opinion.
What do you mean? So who could win and we feel is better than you? You don't think the game totally matters for Ohio State, for LSU?
What's the difference between Oklahoma and Utah? Both those teams win, and say Georgia loses.
Yeah, okay, that's one. That one where it's up to then it's up to conversation. Yeah, I got. Well, between Oklahoma and Utah.
Yeah. They both win. Georgia loses.
They both would have one loss.
Then you're like we are just sitting there going, all right, what is your opinion on football?
Yeah, now let's split hairs and
decide
then what's
but I think that's kind of fair to roll back to your point of how does that room know what a better football team is as opposed to everyone questioning a coach?
I think that's fair too.
It's like
so here's why I think it's and we sit here typically and have these conversations on Friday, and then we come back on. Except for last year, there was a little argument about 4 and 5. But every other year we've done this system, the other 4, it's played itself out. And I believe that Oklahoma's going to win, that Oregon's going to win, and that LSU's going to win, and it's going to play itself out. It's going to be pretty cut and dry. Because if Oklahoma wins, Oregon wins, right? And then the favorites hold in the other 3, Ohio State, Clemson, and LSU. It's pretty easy, isn't it? If Oklahoma wins and Oregon wins. Is it pretty easy on who's number 4? Who the top 4 are?
But it's always what ifs, this and that. What's the point? Why are we playing conference championship games?
That's a fair question. Why do we have conference tournaments?
Yeah.
You can crown a champion for the regular season.
And the Ivy was doing it, and then they fell victim.
Yeah, they fell victim.
Because they wanted that money.
Hey, Lance, what's happening?
Daddy Jones, how about them Cowboys, Daddy Jones? Did you see Coach Ginger win that challenge? Did you see that arm, how he threw it out and landed right on that turf? You dig me, baby, get in the limousine. When we get home, I'm going to make you march upstairs and kiss your mother's fat mother in the face.
I'm going to punch your mama.
But anyway, you're not coaching very good if, a guy's falling towards the goal line, at an angle falling towards the goal line, calling a fair catch at the 2 or the 3. I mean, that's just not coaching.
But again, don't you think they coach a guy to not do that?
If you're especially at an angle like that, then just back off it, take your chances.
But at what point, Lance? At what point's that on the play? Don't you think in practice? Don't you think in film sessions, the special teams coach is saying, you do not catch the ball inside the 10-yard line or the 8-yard line. Don't you think they're coached to do that? At some point, when is it incumbent upon the player to do the right thing? I'm going to tell you, I'm not in those meetings, but I guarantee you they're coached to not do what he did, and he did it anyway.
I don't know, but it's even in Little League. I mean, I learned that.
That's my point. If you know it.
I'm huge now, but fielded that, the punts. I mean, but what's happening is, during the week, you have to keep in step with the game. You just can't just assume, since this guy's a professional football player, he should know and just keep doing what you got it. It's just repetition. Anything in life, like your job. You know, if you take a few days off, you might be a little bit rusty, you know, if you're in some different kind of mechanical job or something. Just, you know, and they're not doing that during the week, and it's really obvious with the tackling, especially like when Denver got blown out, they said that they just worked on tackling. You know, that's all they did. It just went back to old school, and they came out and won and upset, you know, one of the good wins they had this year. Shut a team down, shut them out. But that's just the thing, especially with tackling. You think, okay, well, the guy, you know, he's been coached, he's in the NFL, you know, and he should be able to, you know, tackle during the game. No, you got to be in step. Each running back's different. Each time, that's why you do tackling drills, because you mix it up to where you're tackling somebody different each time on your team. You know, you're used to it. It's in your mindset to be able to do that. And I just see that they're not doing that. They're not coached, you know, very well at all. And like earlier, Tommy the Truth, he lost the team. He was absolutely spot on with that. You know, so I don't know. The coach needed to go, and they're not that talented. Every team in the league has about the same talent.
The coach needs to go.
Yeah, and the coach will go. All right, Lance, enjoy the weekend up there.
Yeah, you too, guys. Have a good one, man.
All right, the coach is going. I don't think Jason Garrett would tell you he's going to be the coach next year, let alone Jerry Jones or anybody else. I think that's a foregone conclusion now, right? But I'm with you. I don't think it's going to happen until the season's over, whenever that is. And if they beat the Eagles in 2 weeks, pretty good chance they make the playoffs and host a playoff game. Maybe they can beat the 49ers. That'd be really cool. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Maybe they can beat the Niners in the first round of the playoffs down in Jerry Stadium. 505-246-0610. That's the Quan's Auto Care hotline. Josh is producing for you on the ProView Networks. You can watch the show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com or statewide on Comcast Channel 26. Easier yet, just go to Facebook and go to our page, The OD in the AM. The OD in the AM. It's all right there. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and Hoser on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Sports Bar.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Don't forget when you see Carlisle, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carlisle.
Bring him some cake
Today?
too. Right now.
Well, there's
Ahora.
some good bread pudding there in the
Oh, do
break
you have
room.
some bread pudding?
Yeah.
All right, 505-246-0610. We'll give away those tickets to Brawl on the Busket 2. We'll do that coming out of this break. It's not like monster trucks, though, is it?
It could be.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only use the edge. All right, 246-0610. Let's go. Grady. Is this the real Slim Grady?
It is.
What's up?
Record-breaking hoers of the OD and AM. What's going on?
A little bit. Cowboys lost.
Oh, yeah. Lots of excitement floating around these parts because of that. Speaking of Cowboys, the resident Cowboy fan, he had a comment earlier about, Boise State and how, what have they done? And to me, what Boise State has done to be successful in football, that is, with continued success between coaches, is they have broken into the vernacular of good programs. So when good programs around the country are discussed, they come up. And when kids are deciding where to go to school, highly recruited kids, oh, Boise State, oh yeah, I've heard of them. Because believe me, if you've never been a 17-year-old boy or never parented a 17-year-old boy, you'd be surprised at what really drives the decision making. And if they've actually heard of a place, and oh yeah, that's pretty good, all of a sudden there they go.
You don't even have to be 17-year-old, dude. My 83-year-old mom says, all the time, I've never even heard of these places. Well, okay, that means they can't be any good, right? If you've not heard of something, then they can't be any good. Doesn't matter how old you are.
And to me, and I don't know obviously if it was purposeful or not,
I've never heard of these people.
Someone up in Boise figured that out. They cracked that code that they can play all these games on these weird nights and have this weird-looking turf, and actually have a little bit of success, slowly but surely. Now, and honestly, whether deserved or not, they're in those conversations.
It's deserved, man. It's deserved. The numbers play it out.
I hear you. I'm just saying, they could have a few down seasons where they might not be a top team in the country, but they're still in the conversation. It's just like the quote-unquote SEC. The SEC, they have established themselves as the best conference in the country, regardless of if they are or not. And I was listening to the conversation that you guys were having before the break, and I can tell you, man, it frustrates me beyond belief that the conversation, and not you guys personally, but just there's a conversation of, well, what about that win? What about that loss? And, JJ said, why have conference tournament? Why have conference championships? Hell, why have conferences at all if winning it doesn't mean anything? If you're still out there doing the song and dance for this committee, and, if you win the conference, it really that doesn't mean anything except for probably one conference in the entire country. But I've beaten that horse to death, so I'll get off of that. And just quickly, you guys are talking about how folks need to not think of, not be upset with quote unquote the stepping stone. And in my best Dan Hawkins voice, it's Division I football. You don't like coach changes after 5 years? Go watch intramurals, brother.
That's how it is, man. Enjoy the weekend.
That's just the way it works.
Yeah. Thanks, Grady. It's good.
It's Division I football.
It's Division I football.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Hello, Derek.
Good morning. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Not sure if you mentioned if this has been kind of talked about yet this morning on your show. I just turned you on. But I think the NFL has a problem on its hands when it comes to playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have you have right now in the NFC West, you have two teams sitting at 10-2.
Right.
At the end of the day, one of those teams is going to have to be a wild card and have to go on the road. In the meantime, on the flip side, you have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, who that division champion will probably at best be at 8-8.
Probably 7-8.
And they're going to get to host the game.
That's right.
And this is not the first time.
It's the third time since
2010,
actually. The third time it'll happen since 2010.
Yeah, so I think the NFL needs to address the way they do their seeding, NFL seeding. You had a 7-8-1 Carolina Panthers team a couple of years ago.
And then a 7-9
host game. You had a
7-9
Seattle Seahawks team, and I believe it was
Saints.
like 09.
Hosted the Saints and beat them.
Yeah, I think to me it kind of diminishes a little bit the regular season if you have a season like what Seattle and San Francisco are putting together, and yet at the end of the day they're going to have to win 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl. And on the other side, you have teams that just because their division is bad, they're going to get rewarded.
Yeah.
So, but you guys have a great day,
all right,
great weekend, and we'll talk to you again.
See you. That conversation is going to grow over the next 3 weeks.
And that's why I don't think it's such a dramatic change, because it's still only 3 times in 9 years. So if you say, hey, you win your division, you get to the playoffs, but you're not guaranteed a home game, it's not shifting the landscape dramatically because it's rare it happens.
So you would have them as the 6th seed then, so they would get into the playoffs.
If you're going to play divisions, then might as well say if we're playing the majority, not the majority, but most of your schedule against
half of
teams,
your schedule, you play not half. You play 6 games against of your 18 out of 6 out of your 16 against the division.
So
it's
which is why I want to de-emphasize it just a little bit.
So here's the deal: because there's an inequity in the scheduling. There is. Seattle and San Francisco's schedule is inherently every year, well, not every year, this year, tougher than Dallas's because they got to play those 6 games. They got to play the Rams. They got to play each other. Okay, and Dallas gets,
and that might not be the case in 4 years.
And that's exactly right. Yeah. And so I'm not ready to blow up the divisions. I've just come to the point where I'm listening to the conversation where reward them. You win the division. All right, Cowboys get in at 7-9, but they shouldn't host. Here's my deal. How about this? And this may be a little bit too much, but if a division winner has does not have a winning record, that means they're 8-8 or below. They get into the playoffs, but do not get to host that first round. They have to travel. Now,
I think it should still be record anyway.
So you think it'd be straight record?
No matter what, you should be rewarded for winning games in a league, whether it's with home court advantage, if it's hosting a World Series, whatever it may be, you should be rewarded for wins. Now, if you're playing divisions, you still get in for being a division winner, so you can keep emphasis and try to keep those rivalries alive with versus your division opponents. You just aren't guaranteed a host game.
So you'll
and it doesn't dramatically change the way the game is played.
You're right.
It doesn't change anything mega because it doesn't happen all that much. But when it does, you just don't get to play at home.
Yeah, I'm starting to come over there. You're going to hit a year where your division champs are all going to be 10-win teams. Yeah. And then you're going to have an 11-win wild card team, and that 10-win division champion is going to have to go on the road.
That's fine. Win.
Yeah.
It says every game is meaningful. Isn't that what's so great about the college football regular season is every game matters?
I think it is.
But yet now it's division games are supposed to matter more than everything else just because?
And division games will still matter more because in this case, that would be the playoff spot.
It's a playoff spot.
Yeah.
But it puts emphasis on just winning games,
I'm
awarding
starting to come over that.
double-digit winning teams. It doesn't change the way the game is played. It's not going to be like oh no, all the records are changing. No, you just get in, you just don't get to host. To me, it's really simple and it makes a ton of sense. You reward winning, but yet you still keep an emphasis on if you want divisions to matter. There you go.
Still reward
you get in the playoffs. You don't just get to host the game. And I think the NBA has done a great job of that. They realized, hey, you win your division, you get in, but you're just not guaranteed to host a first-round series because it's still recognized.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to come that side. I'm starting to listen to that argument because I do believe that the division champs should still get in, like the Cowboys or the Eagles should still get in. But the inequity.
But you shouldn't be rewarded for beating a bunch of bad teams.
Yeah, and I'm still sitting a little bit on the fence. If you have an under 500 record, you shouldn't host. But I can listen to that argument, and I'm starting to come over to that side.
What does it do? It magnifies the regular season. Because we sit there and applaud college football and you can't have a playoff system with more than 4 teams because it takes away the emphasis on it.
Well, I don't even think...
Then this just puts just as much emphasis on every game of the NFL regular season because you're rewarded for winning those games.
I'm down with that. And I don't even think it's arguable that the college football regular season every week is intense and it means so much. And that's the beauty that the college football is trying to hold on to, where it does mean something every year or every week. I'm listening. Yeah, I wasn't there, but I'm starting to come over to that.
It means something, but conference championship games, but we think this team is better, but...
We can go back to the BCS and just have 2 teams in and have it voted or something.
Or you can just keep advancing and making it better.
Well, and at some point I think it will. I mean, progress is never quick enough for most people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people who do like the 4 and think it's a perfect formula.
I think 4 would work if there was just... we all understood what it was as opposed to coming down to an opinion on who number 4 is.
You know, the same thing as it is who's number 65 and 6 and who's number 8 or 9. You're always going to have that cut up because the only number is 5.
It is totally different to say here is 4 to 8 teams versus 68.
No, I agree.
And how do half?
I guess it's 60.
And how does half the teams get in the field? They're rewarded for winning something. Whether it
that's right. 32 teams win a conference championship. They win a conference tournament and get in. Yeah. Well, you could say the Sun Belt should go to 8, then it would be 10, right? Group of 5 Power 5s, that's 10, and all 10 conference championships get in. Then
not that crazy. We know there's no respect for the conferences outside
Sun
the
Belt
Power
doesn't
5.
count. See.
Break tickets.
All right, holidays are times when we spend a lot of time away from home, and it is now holiday time, so you'll spend a lot of time away from home. You'll go to parties and events or go out of town, and I think an empty house is a target for thieves. International Protective Service is IPS, and it's a security company that provides security officers who are trained to protect your home when you can't be there. They'll patrol your neighborhood. They'll give your home that lived-in look. Pick up the mail, pick up the garbage, the newspaper, take the garbage to the cans or the curb and back on garbage day. If your alarm goes off, IPS responds with an armed officer within 5 to 7 minutes. Trained security personnel. The police may take hours to show up. Look, the bad guys work overtime during the holidays, and so does IPS. Put them to work for you so your home's not an easy target. Their job is to stop break-ins before they happen. And if you own a business, you want to take some time off, not worry about your business during the holidays, call IPS and let them protect what you've worked years to build. Call IPS. The number is 897-2420, 897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com. We got tickets to give away. Go see firefighters get in the ring and box with law enforcement. It's brawl on the Bosque 2. Yeah. And it's this weekend. If you can make it this weekend and get here today, pick up tickets, you can have a pair. If you are caller
5
right now, caller 5 at 505-246-0610, 246-0610. You win those tickets courtesy of your good friend Josue.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
At 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
The Dan Patrick Show.
I just want to see football. I don't want it to be penalty, couple of plays, penalty, and that's what you had. And I'm not sure why the NFL would do that, where you go above and beyond the Call of Duty to call more
penalties. I think if it's obvious, egregious, then call it. But, it's flags interrupting the flow of the game.
Weekdays at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Do you want to change your drinking? The ABQ Treat study is looking for volunteers between the ages of 22 and 55 to participate in a research study examining how the brain, behavior, and emotions change after alcohol treatment. You will attend 12 weekly treatment sessions and receive up to $440 to complete surveys and brain imaging over 15 months. For more details or to schedule an appointment, call ABQ Treat at 505-633-8861. 505-633-8861.
Looking for the perfect gift? Then look no further than your local Ace for lots of perfect gift ideas. Whether it's Stihl, Milwaukee, Traeger, Weber, or Yeti, you'll find all these great brands and more in one great place, your neighborhood Ace. And to help make sure your gifts are under your tree on time, you can buy online and pick up in store or get it delivered from your local Ace. This Saturday, don't miss a chance to meet Santa at our neighborhood Christmas party from 11 to 2. Get great deals and more when you wrap it in red at Ace at participating stores.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Let me know if anyone's coming. Ugh, socks. What did you find? What's a Himba? Himba? Himalayan salt lamp.
Thursday to Saturday, get mad dash deals at JCPenney. Shop select small kitchen electrics for $9.99 after mail-in rebate. Get $21.99 select women's sweaters. Or save an extra 20% with your JCPenney credit card and coupon. Find it in the app wallet. JCPenney. Offers valid 12/5 to 12/7. Credit offer subject to credit approval. Kitchen electrics limited to 10% coupon discount. Conditions and exclusions apply. See jcp.com for coupon and details.
For years, Ben Lucero and Indigo Mortgage has been telling you when you need a mortgage loan, shop around even if it means you get an offer from the competition. Michael Carlisle here. A recent study shows first-time home buyers are the most likely to shop around, but they rely heavily on big internet lenders. That's a bad move because those internet lenders are notorious for taking advantage of first-time home buyers and anyone looking for a loan who isn't getting multiple offers. If you shop around, you're likely to save thousands of dollars in unnecessary points and fees. Just recently, Indigo Mortgage has heard from 5 different borrowers who got hooked up with that lender that rhymes with pocket. In all 5 cases, Indigo Mortgage was able to get a rate a quarter to a half point lower and saved up to $4,000 in fees. When you shop, make sure you do it with a local lender you can trust. That's Indigo Mortgage. Call them at 836-5700 or visit them at indigomortgage.net. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Ben Lucero and his team at Indigo Mortgage. 836-5700.
NMLS 188348.
Jeff Siembieda here for my friends at New Mail Medical Center. I've been telling you about them for a while now, and here's why. Because they're the innovators. Anytime you have an original idea, an original concept, you've got someone who comes along and they see the success of the original concept, they try to make it their own. And unfortunately, it's usually just a cheap imitation. Well, not with New Mail Medical, because they're the ones who got out in front of this. Testosterone replacement, ED treatments, they're the ones who have been leading the way in the nation for sexual health procedures and providing thousands of men in the Albuquerque area alone with that help. New Mail Medical, it starts with your first visit, and they're going to be with you every step of the way. Call them at 505-652-1688. When you go there, your first visit, you will feel very comfortable. You'll be relaxed knowing they're going to be with you, guiding you with whatever you need, any issue you may have. They're going to be the ones helping you from here on out. Go to newmail.com, NUMALE.com, or call 505-652-1688. That's the number. Don't see a cheap imitation. Go to the originators.
Let's observe the inflatable noodle man. His constant undulating entices people to look at me, look at me. He's tireless and brainless. A literal airhead. Curiously, however, the inflatable noodle man, when hearing that Geico not only saves people money, but also has an award-winning app that makes it easy to manage one's policy, he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Just ask an inflatable noodle man. Carefully, they are unpredictable creatures.
The Dan Patrick Show, today at 195.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, let's go. 246-0610. We gave away tickets.
We did.
All right, who won them?
George.
All right, George.
Orale, Jorge. Vámonos.
Is it Orale, Jorge, or is it George?
Well, it's George, but I
Orale, Jorge.
translated it.
Well, the way you said it was like, Orale, Jorge. It was so...
Yeah, it's like, come on, George. Yeah, you won.
Like
you know, orale.
Is that what orale means? Come on.
It means a lot of things.
All right, I'm just curious.
Orale.
All right, Sid said stepping stone. Lobo fans have got to get past this idea. Coaches are using this program as a stepping stone. The last 40 years in all sports, this is our point, right? Joe Morrison, a golf coach 30 years ago. Even the examples they cited, Franchione and Alfred, they were here 6 years. It's pretty decent shelf life for most coaches. So it's okay for you to get sick of them. They can't get sick of you. I'm just asking.
Yes.
He said if a coach is good, global fans want to keep him for cheap for 15 to 20 years. And if they suck, they want to get rid of them with no buyout. It's not where this program is right now. That's not where any program is right now. Tell me what program's there that you can keep around a really good coach on the cheap, but if you're not happy with him, you can get rid of him and not buy it out. Tell me what program that is. Which high school? I mean, come on now. And Sid, that to me, that might be the best email Sid's ever sent. That last paragraph. If a coach is good, Lobo fans want to keep them cheap for 15 to 20 years. And if they suck, get rid of them with no buyout. That's not where this program is right now. Tell me what program is there. It's not where college athletics is. It just isn't. Lobo Hobo says, "Oh, I'm good. Did Rudy C. really say yesterday he was told Lobo football is going to get a good coach? OMG, what did we expect to be told? The new coach is going to suck? Whatever. Why would you go there? I'm just telling you that Sid line, I couldn't have put it any better. Could you?
Yeah.
Let's keep him around because he really likes green chili. And he gets a country club membership, and so he's going to stay here because, well, we love...
just a good old boy.
Yeah, we all love New Mexico, and so he's going to stay here and pass up better paydays and opportunities until he goes 4-8, and then we're going to run him out, but we're sure as hell not going to pay him because what's left on his contract. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty attractive. Ron says, can I hot take it, Jeff? Am I the only one LMAO that after the way Le'Veon Bell and OBJ treated their old clubs, they both landed in a bigger dumpster fire? I haven't thought about that. Is Cleveland a bigger dumpster fire than the Giants?
I'd LOL at Le'Veon a bit, but Odell didn't ask for a trade. They paid him.
They did pay him and then traded
him.
Yeah.
So it's more like LOL on the Giants who gets a young quarterback, and they're like, oh, hey, and then you got Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton to throw to. Yeah.
Do you feel that Odell's kind of wasting away there? He is.
Odell's been fine this year.
Well, he's been fine.
He just hasn't been productive because that offense hasn't been explosive with Baker Mayfield.
That's my point of wasting away. Mm-hmm. You got this unbelievable talent, right? Now, I don't know what his work ethic is. I have no idea. I don't know. But all I know is what I've seen when he's spectacular. And I've seen very few that can do what he can do. Mm-hmm. And it feels like, all right, how's that guy not being utilized more? Mm-hmm. And that's why when I say wasting away, it's kind of what I mean. Ruben, good morning. How you living?
Good morning, sir. Thanks, Jeff, for taking the call. Say hi to Holger and JJ. Just want to briefly talk about I'm pretty happy with the state of Mountain West football. I think we've turned the corner. We've been kind of in the doldrums for the last 4 or 5 years. So it's good to see that we've had some quality wins, and looks like Boise State might make some noise going into maybe to the big games. Anyway, look forward to basketball. Hope we have the same, good stuff happening in that arena. Jeff, I wanted to comment on one thing about the Davey era. I heard you last week or earlier in the week say that, everybody take a deep breath on the new coach and give the guy a chance, and I totally agree. So, and it will be the AD's new football coach selection, so let's hope that goes well. And anyway, thanks, guys, for the call.
All right,
just want to hear your comments on that. Thanks.
Yeah, enjoy the weekend. First of all, a really good year out of conference for Mountain West football. 9 non-conference wins against Power 5 teams. 8 of the 12 teams beat Power Conference teams. Hawaii won twice. Actually, I think 9 teams won, right? The only ones that didn't beat a Power Conference team were Colorado State, New Mexico, and Utah State. Yeah. But Air Force beat Colorado, and Boise State beat Florida State, and San Diego State beat UCLA, and UNLV beat Vanderbilt. And, you just go down the line, right? And Hawaii won 2 of them. Basketball, what are the big wins? The LSU win by Utah State was, I think, really big. San Diego State beating Iowa was really good. Are there any others?
I'd have to look.
The Wisconsin win. New Mexico beat Wisconsin.
Yep.
That's a nice win for the league. So you've got a few good Mountain West Conference victories.
And those are the ones that will resonate
'cause
because
they're
people
power
know, Wisconsin, you beat Wisconsin.
Right.
Yes. So.
Well, they're power conference wins, and that's what people want so badly. UNLV certainly have had their opportunities; they didn't get one. But yes, and your top three teams have all gotten, I think, a couple of good wins. I thought the Creighton win by San Diego State was a pretty good win too, right? Utah State has gone out. Did they get BYU already, or they still have to get them? They've beaten. Really, they didn't play much, did they? St. Mary's beat them. Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on their schedule, is there? They got BYU coming up after this little conference tilt. Did San Francisco hold off Cal the other night?
I don't know. I know they just barely lost to Arizona State, and then the next day they had to play Cal.
Yeah. They were beating Cal pretty handily when I tuned in on that game. All right, we got one more segment to go in this work week. We'll do that when we get back. We got time for you to get in 505-246-0610 if you want to call your shot on conference championship games. Baylor, Oklahoma tonight. Utah and Oregon tomorrow. Boise State, Hawaii, LSU and Florida, Wisconsin and Ohio State, Clemson and Virginia. I mean, down the line. You can go FAU and UAB in the Conference USA if you want. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Lava Rock Brewing Company, conveniently located on Albuquerque's west side, just south of I-40. You can come on in, enjoy our pizza, pasta, burgers, and more by Matucci's. It's all at Lava Rock. Lava Rock Brewing Company, come on in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across...
Bringing you home into the weekend, and it's going to be a big weekend around here. Lobo basketball, pack the pit tomorrow for the women. We'll have that game here for you on the Sports Animal. 1:30 pregame show. Lobo men will be in Wyoming, where they're going to retire Fennis Dembo's jersey. Should be a big day up at the Arena Auditorium in beautiful Laradice. That's over on News Radio KKLB 1:30 pregame show. And we got championship games. You're going to get bowl matchups. Oh, and then there's the NFL. Does it still matter if the Cowboys lost? Well,
it matters even more for some people.
It matters even more. Yeah. Who the Eagles play? Does it matter?
They play Monday Night Football.
Monday. Oh, that's against the Giants right here on the Sports Animal.
The return, the comeback, the redemption, the rise of the Phoenix that is Eli Manning.
All right, this goes one of two ways. This isn't going to be a field goal game. This goes one of two ways. Well, maybe it will be. Eli comes back and looks amazing and leads the Giants to a victory over the downtrodden Eagles and throws for 362 yards and 4 touchdowns, including the game-winning drive. Or he looks like an 87-year-old man and the Eagles figure this thing out and beat up on Eli Manning and beat the... Do you disagree?
Eli's going to look like,
So you think this is a 217-yard, one touchdown pass, 1 interception, Eli?
Yeah.
See, I think it goes one way or the other. I think he either looks great or he looks horrible. I just don't think there's
going to be refreshed. He's got all this time off.
Yes. I don't think there's an
He's going to have it thrown and be like, wow, now, Eli Manning.
How do they call the game, right? Do they give him the opportunity?
The most excited person after Monday Night Football?
Who's that, Joe Tessitore?
John Elway.
Why? Because he's going to get Eli and he's going to look.
He'll be like, did you see Eli with some time off?
He's fresh. Broncos audition.
He's going to come back.
Look,
this is just an audition
Peyton's been hanging out
altogether.
at a lot of Nuggets games lately.
That's what I'm saying, man. He
Family
can
back
live in his
together in
basement.
town.
Yes. This is a big audition for Eli. Like, this is the best thing that could have happened to him if he takes advantage of it. I think if they allow him, it's going to be interesting how they call the game. Are they going to give him opportunities?
And that's the problem, is you even said that phrase, a big audition for Eli. He shouldn't be auditioning for anything. He's done. He should not be
auditioning for the Hall of
starting
Fame.
quarterback in the NFL.
Auditioning
anymore.
for his gold
Unless
jacket
it
and his
is
bust.
a situation where there is a injury to a quarterback.
Well, there you go. So Eli can stick around and make paychecks and be Mark Burnell and carry clipboards and make, what does backup quarterback make? $3-4 million a year? Do another 4 years.
money if you can get it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
pretty high end backup and quarterback.
Is
as well.
it?
Yeah.
Give me a low end. What's a low end backup quarterback make? Yeah, well, give me
Whatever Driscoll was making.
All right. Well, no. Okay. So give me a low end backup quarterback with 2 Super Bowl rings. Huh?
With 2?
With 2.
With 2.
2. At least 2.5. That's probably.
If you're paying Eli Manning 2.5, you should be fired on the spot. Like if you just there's just things you need to let go,
telling you.
move on, put it on the app.
Who's worse,
Let
Joe
it go.
Flacco or Eli Manning?
Eli.
Eli's worse. All right, because he's going to be your quarterback next year. You're going to get rid of Joe Flacco and get Eli.
Yeah, it's back, step backwards.
That's right. That's right. John Elway's Super Bowl champion too.
Mm-hmm.
They know what the hell they're doing. Eli's won 2 Super Bowls. Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl. You know how many Super Bowls he's brought in there?
Mm-hmm.
Between Peyton, 1, and Joe Flacco, 1, and
3,
now Eli,
right? With him playing.
Well, with him, he's won 2.
No.
Yeah.
Take one away from him. How dare you, Hoser?
Take one away from him.
Take your average record. Quiet.
After what you've done to this damn franchise, we're taking away a Super Bowl from you. You don't get this anymore. Mark Rippon keeps his. Doug Williams keeps his. Brad Johnson can have his, but you can't have yours. Trent Dilfer gets his, but we're taking one away from you. That's fair. That's fair. Lancer is the OD answer, Jeff, without starting a petition. What about starting a petition? Cowboys should hire Lance as their next head coach. I'll sign that. Richard wants to know JJ's thoughts on NBA's ratings that are tanking. I guess the NBA television ratings are down. So
can we just play back our same thoughts about baseball season and just change MLB with NBA?
Well, so here's the issue with data. And there's so much of it now. Now, I understand. Is the number's 20%? Is that what it is? It's pretty dramatic. You can't go up every year. I don't care what it is you do. I don't care if it's revenue. I don't care if it's ratings. I don't care if it's attendance. I don't care if it's your football record. Like, you're going to have good years and you're going to have great years. And I tell people this all the time. Like if you look at the numbers, they're probably decent, but they're not what they were. So what is it? And you always want to evaluate why is it going down. Like, you can have this conversation. But people are losing their mind anytime numbers dip. Stock market, attendance, winning percentage. You can't peak every year. You can't set a new record every year. Why not, Jeff? It just doesn't happen that way. Nothing does. That said, are you concerned about the TV ratings in the NBA?
Not. Regular season's going to have a lot of ebbs and flows, especially when you're talking baseball, you're talking NBA. There's a lot of games going on. It's going to resonate more in markets than it is nationally. I think the product is still good. It's entertaining. There's a lot of stars in this game. Like the same conversation we have about baseball, I think it does pertain to the NBA. And we're saying less this, less that. Well, what are we doing? Like, at what point do you just say, hey, this is regular season, take it for what it is, and then you go to your postseason?
Yep. We're on the same page.
And I think the NBA, they've done a great job of trying to be relevant. I think they do have a good year-round calendar because NBA free agency pops. You have the draft. This is a tough time of year because who is, honestly, outside of the NFL, everything, unless you're in a big-time market like us when it comes to talking college basketball, lags behind.
That's right.
Everything.
Yeah.
So they do a great job of going Christmas Day, guess what? We are here. Let's go. And they've capitalized on that.
All right. I got one more thing for you to watch this weekend, by the way. The Hero World Challenge. Tiger Woods, y'all.
Oh, hero.
Tiger went nuts yesterday, shot a 66.
Aren't they playing on like a putt-putt golf course?
No, man. They're playing the Bahamas.
Exactly. It's not that hard.
Why? How do you know?
Because I know. When you see these guys out there just like, boom, look, birdie.
Patrick
Birdie.
Cantlay and Bubba Watson are 2 over par. Tony Finau, your boy, Bryson DeChambeau, they're 2 over par on a putt-putt golf course. Patrick Reed's -12, Gary Woodland at -9, and there's Tiger at -6. Had a big day yesterday at the Hero World
Talk to me
Challenge.
when a green jacket's on the line.
Hey, tonight is Pac-12,
Talk
right?
to me when there's NBA playoffs. It's the same thing. Yes, tonight is Pac-12. It's Utah and Oregon.
What channel is that on local? Is that Fox?
It's going
or?
to be Fox or I guess I should know.
Do you not have the Google?
Yeah,
I do not have the
What am I
Google
now,
at the
TV
moment.
guide? I don't even.
Well, yes, I'm trying to help Lance.
Here. Oh, you want Lance?
He doesn't have any
Here,
access.
you want me to look it up on the paper or something?
Yes,
He
if
doesn't
you
have
don't mind,
newspaper
please.
delivery up there.
I promised.
All right, hold on, Lance. I'll get it for you. It's on
Okay,
ABC.
listen.
Yeah,
ABC.
Channel 7, ABC.
So we got TV guide questions on air today. We got a guy scheduling a golf.
That's right.
Yeah,
Me and Dan are going to play golf.
tea time with Jeff.
I know.
today.
Anybody else? What time you taking me to lunch? Hey, Jeff, are there any New Mexico tickets for sale? Can I get good seats?
Got any free tickets?
Hey, how do I get down where JJ sits in the field suite? $75, and it comes with food, and then you can buy field suite tickets. They're available for you. All right, Josh, you talk way too much, but good job today. And you were really vocal today. You all right? He produced for you on the ProView. It is. He's tired. Josue, órale.
Órale.
All right, enjoy the
30. I will, thank you.
Jim Rome Show is next. Dan Patrick Show follows that. The Sports Bars this afternoon at 3. We'll be back on Monday with award-winning radio for you.
20.
Lance a TV guide.
Somebody said Lance a TV. You think he's got TV up there?
He
probably
does, yeah.
Yeah, he's got internet, obviously. He's got internet. No, he doesn't.
10.
Enjoy the weekend. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll see you on Monday. Deuces.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished